Good evening, everybody. We are so excited to have some really big announcements going on today. We have got some fantastic news. I know that a lot of you out there are probably just pumped up as much as we are because you're hearing a lot of rumors. There's a lot of great stuff happening right now, and we are just excited to share a lot of it with you. I'm on with my business partner and one of my great friends, Matt Getchy, and as you know, you probably know already, my name is Seth Fraser. I'm one of the co-founders of That Free Thing. And we've got some really big news tonight. You know, it's been almost a year since we launched this program, That Free Thing. On February 20th of last year, we started taking a couple of small pre-registrations, but really it was March 1st that we went into full action and went into our pre-launch time period. And in that time, as a lot of you know, we broke a lot of records. We had a lot of things happen. We had a lot of people join, just an absolute ton of people came into this network and became paid members, upgraded members. We brought in hundreds of thousands of free members as well. And we have something very special to announce, not just for people that joined the program back then, but for people that didn't join the program back then. It was alluded to in an email that actually we sent out yesterday with a lot of big news, big announcements, that sort of thing. And you're going to get more detail on it today. I'm going to let Matt tell you a little more about that. And we're going to be sharing with you guys some really exciting stuff. We've actually, we're launching a new program. Matt's going to tell you a little bit more about it. And it's something that is really going to be big for you. And honestly, we felt like TFT launched with just some absolutely ridiculous action a year ago. And if you felt that way too, that's great. This is going to blow it away. It's going to make it look silly. So we're really excited about it. And I'm going to kick it over to my partner, Matt, who's going to tell you a little bit more about it. And we're just really excited. We can't wait to share all this stuff with you. So, Matt, please take it away, my friend.
Right on, man. Thanks for being on. Wow, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, it's crazy that we're kind of coming full circle here to launch this almost exactly a year from when we originally put this together and started this. And we've gone a long way in a year. It's pretty amazing to think about some of the coding we've done, the customization we've done. Really, where we're at now is so far ahead of where we were when we originally started. But quite honestly, the biggest updates and a lot of the biggest features that we've been working on for the last, probably 60, 90, even 120 days are all getting ready to launch, and we were trying to figure out, what's the best way to roll this out. We don't just want to say, here's what TFT has now, go check it out. It's really cool. It's going to help you. We wanted to really focus on making sure that you guys were so excited about it, because not only is it going to provide just massive amounts of value for you, but it's going to provide a lot of income for you immediately. So we got a lot of our leaders together. We were kicking around a bunch of ideas on, how can we really, maximize all these new features that we're bringing to market? How can we really, make this thing happen and, not only get all of our current and, past leaders excited and motivated and ready to rock, but everyone who may have missed the boat. Everyone who may have, signed up or, has gone away in the past, whatever, 6 months or so. How can we get everyone back, everyone jacked up, and make this thing what it truly can be? And that's a 1 million member network of people that are looking for great deals, looking for great products, branding themselves, and making a ton of money and having a lot of fun. So before I get into that, though, let me back up for 1 second and make a quick announcement, because I want to make this very clear for people so you can make sure you get your new account, because we've actually gone away from Alert Pay and Paylution. So this is really key, because the only way that we pay commissions now is through our new partner with Payoneer, and Payoneer is phenomenal. They are in 210 countries. Their API is great. The functionality worldwide is easy. We'll be able to do a lot more things a lot faster with this payment plan. Plus, we know that you're going to love it when you get on it. They handle a lot of big network marketing companies as well. So make sure that if you haven't done it already, you go there and you click that link, or you can click at the top of the page too. It's on every page, because we don't want you guys to miss out on your next month or next week's commission because you didn't know that you had to switch over. So make sure that you go set this up as soon as possible. There is two options. Basically, you can sign up for free, have direct deposit, or you can get a debit card that will be loaded for you. So make sure you do either or, because I don't want you to come back on Tuesday of next week and say, hey, you know, why can't I withdraw my funds through AlertPay or through Paylution? We had some serious problems with AlertPay, just so you guys know, and I'm not bashing AlertPay at all, but because they didn't verify a lot of their accounts, it's really become kind of a scammer's haven, in the sense that, you know, they're already getting shut off by MasterCard and Visa. They can't deal with any banks in the U.S. So we saw the writing on the wall, and all the fraud that we've been dealing with on a weekly basis with our own payouts, we're jumping away from them. So we found a great provider. So make sure you go check that out, and get on that new account. The other thing I want to show you is if you click on My Downline. So if you click on My Downline over there on the left, we've got a new matrix view. And this actually just went live. And so if you scroll down, I doubt Demo has any accounts under them. Oh, looks like they have a few. But you can keep seeing all the way down all of your levels. So you'll be able to really manage your people a lot better with this new matrix view. And it kind of leads into the other structure and the other program that we're launching. And it's not necessarily another program. This is something I want to make very clear. This is something that is for That Free Thing members only. You can't sign up for this if you're not a TFT member. In fact, you have to have an active membership in order to sign up for this. What it is we've decided we're rolling out all of our features in a new blog network. And we were thinking of names to call this. We were like, what are we going to call this blog network? You know, we've got the branding, the shopping, we got everything. We just kept going back to blog network. What are we going to call this blog network? And, you know, funny enough, we're like, blog network. Let's see if we can find the actual domain blog network. So we are actually launching the company under this domain right here, blognetwork.com. And this is cool for a few reasons. Number one, this domain is almost 9 years old. It was registered way back, I believe in 2003. And the thing about it is when you launch something like this, if we were to go buy a brand new domain, we were to put up 10,000 branded blogs, let you guys just go nuts with content, really let you guys go after it, you know, Google's going to slap it. They're going to look at it and say, whoa, 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 this is not cool. You know, you guys can't do this fast, and they're going to think something crazy is going on. They're going to think we have some type of robot out there just doing some crazy stuff. And so we knew we needed to get a really good domain, but we wanted a domain that was aged. And so this is an aged domain. We actually spent 5 figures on this domain. That's how valuable a domain like this is going to be. And you now have, or you will soon have, a replicated blog, or I should rather say your own personal blog on this blog network on this very valuable domain. So we are basically turning this into an authority when it comes to everything. I mean, whether it's free products and services, daily deals, and everything that the company will be targeting, or whether it's your own company. And let me explain this, because the blog network is going to be about both us, and by us I mean corporate. where we're going to help you make a lot more money in that free thing. We're going to help you make a lot more commissions through this blog network, but it's also going to be for you. And so if you have another business, if you have a pizza shop, this is just going to be another extension of your current business. You're going to be able to use and leverage a domain like this and all of the tools that we put together for you very, very easily. So I'm just going to run down a list of a few of the features and tools that we're launching here with our blog network. First of all, it's going to be $19.95 to join this. We have a personal blog branding templates. It's sitting on a WordPress platform. So if you have already been using WordPress, it's going to be very easy for you to upload a template, pick a template, change the content. WordPress is the best platform out there for blogging, hands down. And most people probably on the line have been using it or might be familiar with it. If you're not, you need to get familiar with it because it is an easy-to-use platform, but not only that, there are so many great tools, so many great plugins and widgets that you can use so you don't have to reinvent the wheel on anything. And that's what we're doing for you, is we're building a lot of these widgets or plugins. We are using a lot of the ones that we always use to show you which ones are good, how to use them, and really so that you can become your own authority within this blog network. So we'll have, you know, your personal branding. What we're going to do is we're actually going to stream or give you the option to stream daily deals. So, you know, on the right side of your page, you'll see now our new location-specific deals. So wherever the person is, if someone's coming to your site from Indiana, they're going to see Indiana deals on the right side of your blog there. And then it's not going to be a way for them to sign up before they buy. They can just simply go buy, and you're going to earn commissions. So we're really going to be pushing the daily deals through these plugins. We also have our freebies that'll be sitting there. Now this one will be more of a teaser. It'll show you how to get free stuff. It'll be a stream of free stuff. But when you click on it, it'll actually ask you to become a freeloader so that you can start getting 5 free products per week. And actually, I believe, Seth, we're bumping that up to 7 free products a week. So it's basically a new freebie every single day. Is how we're rolling with that, if I'm not mistaken. And then the other thing we're doing is we have, as you guys know, a really good video email platform that we use. We're going to sync this up with this as well. We're going to show you how to create your easy own follow-up messages. You'll have your own autoresponder. You'll have our autoresponder. You'll have our lead capture. So imagine this, okay? So you log into your back office on WordPress. You're looking at it. It's very easy to create content. You're looking at it and you're saying, I want this page to show my daily deals and my freebies. I want this page to show, something that you're working on, maybe a lead capture or maybe a special offer or some type of training. We'll just continue to add more and more ways for you to use the traffic that we'll be creating in order to create revenue for yourself on this blog network. So one thing I want to mention here is with our vendor network, our vendors will be able to plug in here as well, and they'll be able to push deals through these plugins. They don't have to do anything. They just continue to post their deals. So the vendors will be able to, really promote specifically through your blog network. You'll also be able to promote any business that you want. Our vendor network, we only allow businesses that are, non-MLM. With this, if you have another MLM you're working, you can use this platform for your MLM. In fact, we encourage you to do that because you'll be able to basically dovetail everything you're doing. You'll have this great platform. You'll be able to show people, hey, come join my main income opportunity, but use these tools, use this in order to help build this. So you'll really have, you'll be making money on your money. It is basically what it is. You'll be able to offer great tools for people to market, and you'll be able to earn commissions on this. So there's a lot of other features that we'll have for you. You'll see it as we roll this out, but this is actually launching on March 1st. But here's what's going on right now. We were thinking, like I said, we were like, are we going to, roll this into the 3x8 matrix? Are we going to, create something separate, do something special? How are we going to do this? And we came up with a pretty brilliant idea, and I honestly, I can't take all the credit for it. We have a great leadership team that, really put all the pieces together with this. But basically, what's going on here, and looks like Seth's calling me. Let me see if maybe you guys can't hear me or something. Hang on just one second, guys. Hey, we lost audio, so I'm just bringing it back right now. I think audio is back, so you should be able to talk. Sorry about that. We just lost it for about 2 minutes there, so if you want to back it up just a little bit. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so
go ahead, Matt. Sorry, we can hear you now. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Not sure where exactly I left off. But basically, looking at the screen here, you guys can promote anything that you want. This is going to be a profit center for you. And we are trying to figure out, how do we roll out this blog network? Are we going to put it into our current 3x8 structure? We're going to create something new. How do we make it so that our members are going to earn massive checks immediately and not just trickle it in or maybe double their checks? How do we make it so that they can really earn money fast? And so we came up with a really brilliant idea. And honestly, I wish I could take credit for it, but it's our leadership team. We had a lot of input on making this happen. Here's what we're doing. So this whole network launches March 1st. Okay, March 1st, this will be live. You'll have your blog will be live. All these widgets and plugins will be live, and you'll be hitting the ground running with all of this. Now, starting Monday, this Monday, February 6th, we're opening up the enrollments. So you have from February 6th until March 1st to upgrade for $19.95. Now, the way that we're doing this is we're putting all members in by their original timestamp. So it doesn't matter when you upgrade. If you upgrade before March 1st and you were the first person to join that free thing back when we launched nearly a year ago, you're going to be placed in the matrix first. So this is huge, because what I want you guys to understand is that we had a massive first 90 days. We broke records in our first 90 days. And with all of the people that joined in the first 90 days, we probably had 2/3 of the people that didn't join. So we have freeloaders that are from February of last year, March of last year, April and May. Okay, since then, we've put in 47,000 members. Okay, if I guarantee you that if these freeloaders back then knew that we would have put in that many people, they would have upgraded in a heartbeat. In fact, they would be crazy not to upgrade. So what we did is we're saying, how can we really maximize this? A 3x8 is great, it's stable, it pays out good money, we have a phenomenal comp plan, but it's time to turn up the screws. So we're launching a 2x14. Okay, a 2x14 matrix is skinny at the top. It goes 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, all the way down. Whereas a 3x is 3, 9, 27, 81. It starts to get bigger a lot faster. So imagine putting a 3-buy into a 2-buy. It's going to create massive spillover. It's going to create, I mean, you're going to earn down 14 levels in this as well. So you're earning down not just 8 levels, you're earning down 14 levels. So our leaders in this are probably going to see bigger checks than they did from day one. And here's why. We're allowing all members to return, upgrade, and get placed into this matrix. So if you joined back in March and you quit in May, you still have the opportunity, if and only if you upgrade your membership at $9.95. Everyone needs to have an active $9.95 membership, and this is going to be our staple for life. We've always told you that free thing is going to cost you $10 a month, and that's it. We'll have a lot of other upsells, we'll have a lot of other options, we'll have a lot of other add-ons and other ways that you'll be able to earn money. But in order to be a That Free Thing member, you need to have an active $9.95 membership. So this is going to do 2 things for you. If you're sitting on the line right now and you joined sometime last year, you should be jacked out of your mind about this, because it's going to do 2 things for you. Number 1, all of the inactive members are going to come back, because all they have to do is pay $9.95. They'll get in with their original timestamp of when they came back, and then they pay their $20, to upgrade into our blog network. So we're going to see a lot of this happening, and this is going to do 2 things for you. Not only is it going to allow you to have your downline join you in another structure that's going to pay you way deeper, but in order for them to get there, they have to upgrade on the $9.95. So that just increases the 3x8 matrix as well. So we're really focusing hard this month. You're going to get tons and tons of marketing emails. You're going to get text blasts. You're going to get automated phone messages, because February is the month that we're bringing everyone back in anticipation for all of the new features that are going live March 1st. So here's the thing. You don't even have to do very much. And I hate saying that. Like, I really, honestly, I hate saying that. But all of the freeloaders that you've ever brought in, all of the members that you ever brought in, we're taking it upon ourselves to market to them for you. Because when they understand, when they really know what's going to happen here, there's no way that they wouldn't come back for $10 and then upgrade for 20. I mean, there's too many people coming in after them that will make it so it's a no-brainer opportunity for them. Okay, now here is the icing on the cake. Here is, we were racking our brains on how can we really get these freeloaders who joined way back when to upgrade and then upgrade. So we came up with a really special offer. And this is going live on Monday. Okay? And actually, you know what? I take that back. It is live right now. I put it live right before we got on this webinar. And here is what this offer is. For any free member who joined at any time in 2011 and never upgraded. So if you have a downline of a ton of free members that at one point came under you, they looked at it, maybe they didn't like it, maybe they didn't get around to it, maybe you got some spots in there for your mom or your sister or your brother, and they're just sitting there. Well, what's going to happen is you can pay just $1. That's all it's going to cost you. And again, this is not for new people coming in, even starting January 1st. January 1st of 2012, if somebody signed up, they'll log in, they won't see this offer. But for all free members who joined in 2011, when you log in right now to your back office and you click on the upgrade button, it only costs you $1 to join. So we're waiving the $39.95, and this is for just the next I'm calling it 24 days because I'm thinking it's starting on February 6th. Okay, so February 6th to March 1st is the time frame when this will happen, and this will be the only time that we ever do this, and it's only to boost the spillover and to boost everything that's going to happen starting on March 1st. So here's what you should be doing, or here's what you should be thinking. Do I have any freeloaders who have great timestamps? Look in your downline. Go look in your freeloaders. You'll be able to see the date when they joined. You want to start contacting these people, letting them know they can join for $1. They'll get the full $9.95 membership, the full $39.95 membership, and then they'll have the opportunity to upgrade for $19.95. So let me make that clear. They're not getting into the new structure. They're not getting the blog network for $1. They're only getting the regular membership of $39.95 and $9.95 a month. Okay, so here's the other thing you should be thinking. Well, if this freeloader doesn't want to take action, maybe I can get this spot from him. Because honestly, you know, we're cheating here. And I hate to say it like that, but we have 47,000 people that have upgraded in that free thing at one point or another in less than a year. We have over 600,000 freeloaders that have come in, and they're all intermingled in this timestamp. At some point or another, they came in, they were looking at this, and we're giving everyone a second chance. If you didn't upgrade back in May or June, you have to pull the trigger now, and that's the campaign. That's the hook that we're going after for people to get them to understand what's about to happen. And I want you to understand something too, that the blog network is really going to feature all of our new marketing, all of our new programming, I should say. It's going to be exactly what we've been talking about over the last 90 days. It's going to be, you know, our new daily deals. It's going to be, you know, just a ton of really good features that we've been talking about unloading and launching are coming to this blog network, and we're going to focus hard on making this the place to be, the watering hole, where we're going to plug in Facebook. I didn't even get into the social plugins or the SEO presser that we'll use to help you. You know, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I mean, this is just going to be a mass content tool for you that's really going to allow you to build this business. So it's phenomenal. I mean, like, I'm looking at this right now. I'm looking at this plan, and honestly, anybody who joined from February to May of last year would be absolutely crazy not to be pulling the trigger on this. And anyone who joined after that, you're in a great position as well. And anyone who's joined in the last 30, 90 days, you are going to be placed in before we launch this thing. So after March 1st, your spot's still going to be locked in, and we're going to mass market this thing. We're going to create so much authority and traffic within our blog network. You know, the opportunity in my eyes is honestly starting on March 1st, which is awesome because it's really started on March 1st in 2011, and now on 2012 it's come full circle, and we have something that we believe is just going to crush the launch that we put together in 2011. So that's it right there, and we're actually calling it, as you see right there, the March Madness 25K Project Special. And you'll be seeing a lot of that verbiage here now that we just announced that. A lot of that, the 25K, that's how many members we think that we can put in before March 1st, which is, and honestly, is a very low estimate considering we have 47,000 people that at one point have upgraded. So, I mean, that's not even talking about getting new members and new blood into the funnel. This is going after half of our current membership base, and getting them to understand, what's about to happen here. So,
and I want to jump in for a little bit, Matt, and just talk about some of the money behind this thing. When you really look at it, a lot of people on this call back, when TFT first launched, remember that, and you're still currently getting a paycheck that is fantastic right now. Now, imagine we've taken this this particular layout, and with a 2x14, we've created a ridiculous amount of spillover. There's a lot of motivation to jump into a 2x matrix very, very quickly, but we've got twice the amount of money to work with. And that means we've got twice the ability to pay you a lot more money based on this. So the timing is crucial, and if you thought the action was good last year when we launched TFT, I think it's going to be explosive. This 25K March Madness Project Special that we've got going on here, what this really boils down to is the fact that not only do we think that we're going to bring in 25,000 people into the blog network alone, we also know, actually, we're certain of it. We're pretty much, we're counting on you to do it because we know you're going to do it. When Matt talks about going through and combing through your downlines and seeing who came in and joined, even as a free member, whether they joined and paid or whether they came in as a free member, can you imagine having the opportunity to get a second chance in life? This is really what that is. It's one of those moments where we've just given you a little time machine. You went, oh crap, I should have joined TFT and paid back in March of last year when they launched, because I would have been sitting on top of a massive paycheck. We basically gave you the chance to fix it. We're going, yeah, that's cool, because you're going to keep your structure. We really appreciate the fact that you came in and checked this out back then. Even if you didn't join, we still appreciate it that you came by and kicked the tires, and you thought maybe to yourself, I don't know if these guys are going to pull it off. Maybe you thought to yourself, hey, that sounds neat and all, but it's a $10 program. Come on. I'm not going to make any money off of this. And then you went and saw people's paychecks hitting $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in that free thing when you could have paid $10 and got in March of last year. Well, we've given you a little time machine. That's what this is about. It's a way to fix that and potentially rectify something that might not have been the best choice back then. Now you've seen exactly what we can do. You know what we bring to the table. When Matt talks about some of the stuff that we're doing for you, the SEO that's going to be included in this site, to be able to pay $20 a month for a site that is fully hosted, that's going to have incredible speed, by the way. You're going to see blazing speed on this blog network. You're going to be able to update content and get it out and get it ranked higher than anybody else. So if you're participating in another multi-level marketing program, I just want to say this. Think about this. If you were advertising a particular product with a particular program, and I won't throw out any particular names right now, but imagine that you advertise your product, your service, whatever it might happen to be, and anytime somebody does a Google search, what does Google do? It looks at how important it thinks your website is. And how important is your website? Well, your website is as important as the people that run it. That's what it boils down to. And that's why blognetwork.com is going to be a crucial domain name for you and your success in business. That's why we were willing to drop 5 figures on this domain. That's why we were willing to spend a lot of money on it, because it's an old domain that'll rank well with Google. It'll look great in their eyes. It'll make your product and service that much more valuable to shoot to the top. And when people see the results you're getting for $20 a month for a fully hosted site that basically designs itself, you can go and choose the design of your blog and make it custom fit to your theme, your thoughts, your actions, whatever your service or product is. And for $20 a month, we're giving you blazing speed and getting you to the top of those Google search rankings so that your product or service is much more valuable than it ever was before, just simply because you're using our services. Well, guess what's going to happen? Other people are going to want to join with you. And we're going to do the work for you there too, because at the top of every single blog that goes with the blog network is going to be a way for people to join with you on your own, within your own structure of the blog network. When they do that, you're filling 2 paychecks at once, because they're going to be in your TFT matrix, your 3x8, and they're going to be in your blog network matrix, your 2x14. And that is incredible value for you, just breaking that down. So I just wanted to jump in there and say a few of those thoughts I've had running through my head, because when you hear us saying we're excited, there's a huge, huge, huge wave coming here. And you're the first one to be on this webinar and hear about it. So I hope this is kind of sinking in with you how massive this is going to be, because we feel like this is going to be at least twice as many people, at least twice as much excitement as what we had the first time around a year ago with TFT. And now we're looking at a paycheck that's going to be 3 times that amount, probably even more than that for a lot of people if they take action at the right time and they do things the right way. So I just wanted to say those things, man. I'm sorry to jump in and interrupt there.
No, no, thanks. I mean, what you said brought a lot to mind as well. I mean, one of the things I wanna mention to you guys is, um, you know, you're going to follow your sponsor into this, and so if your sponsor doesn't upgrade, or if you don't upgrade, the people underneath of you are going to roll up. And the big reason we're doing this is because we want this matrix to be 100% paid people. I mean, that's the bottom line with it is how can we leverage your income? Because if you're making good money here and we can continue to provide this type of value, I mean, the sky is the absolute limit. And that's where we've always been from day one. How can we leverage this network? How can we, really come together and make everybody not only a ton of money, but provide a lot of value so that these memberships are worth it? And I think you can kind of see a theme here on where we're going. I mean, literally, we're creating the watering hole. We're creating the vast network of deals, of freebies, just to help people out. We're creating massive, and we haven't even got into all of the training. We haven't even got into our merchant account that we're launching here as well. I mean, this is something that we had to say, wait, we can't roll both of these out at the same time. We have to get our tools and everything and our army built here on this blog network, and then we roll in a massive wave of money with this merchant account. So, I mean, you guys are in the right place at the right time. I love how, Seth, you said it's like a time machine. I mean, literally, this is like a DeLorean. You guys have an opportunity right now, and more importantly, if you're on the phone, you probably didn't miss out. You might have got an email or a forwarded email, or you might be sitting there going, man, I wish I would have taken action a year ago. But mainly, you're probably already involved. So make sure you contact the people that you told about this and get them in, because the way that we're paying this is exactly the same as a 3x8. We're paying 40% of the $20 through 14 levels, and then we're paying 100% check match bonus through 5 generations down all 14 levels. So the same 75% payout. Well, as you heard, a 40% plus 100% of the 40% is actually 80%, but we're paying out $75 back to you. So this is not our network. This is not our blog network. This is your blog network. So make sure you take advantage of that. We just have so many good things going on right now. I literally, I'm looking at my piece of paper here on what we can be talking about rolling into this blog network and what's rolling out. Mobile, merchant account, training platform, Facebook integration. I mean, we literally have been working on this stuff for quite some time, and I'm so excited because we have now the date. We have, this is where you're going to see all these features. You better hurry and get yourself in line and involved, because you want to be a part of all of these features that are coming to market.
I agree, Matt. And another thing too, I just want to say, I think a lot of people have made some pretty amazing paychecks with TFT, but I think what this does is it pushes this from the realm of a program that you might make $4 or $5 grand a month into the realm of this is your new full-time living, because we're now tripling the potential for your income, and we'll get more into the percentages and that stuff. You'll see that stuff released actually probably via email here very soon. We'll get more into the exact details on what percentages you earn at what levels of that 2x14. But this really pushes it out of the realm of maybe this is a side project for you currently. Maybe you're working that free thing as a neat little project that you put a few people into, and turns out you were making $500 to $1,000 a month with it. You thought, well, that's really neat, that's cool. But now it takes it from that realm and it pushes it into a whole new realm. This is now a way that you can genuinely make a living every single month, month in and month out, because you're literally building 2 matrices that are paying you every single month. Because remember, if they're in the blog network, they got to be in the TFT network. That's just how it works. We don't pay people it to be in the 2x14 matrix unless their TFT membership is active. So you're building 2 paychecks by default, and it's less than $30 a month. It's still less than $30 a month at that price point. It's incredible to think that you can really genuinely be pulling in the kind of money that we're talking about, where you can retire from your old job and exclusively devote your time and attention to TFT because we're giving you the resources to do it now. A lot of you have maybe built a team in the past, watched it be successful, and really a lot of action was brought in, but then maybe perhaps some of those people faded away, moved on to other projects, other things. Now is the time to really run back to them as quickly as possible. So I think it's a really exciting thing too, and I also being notified too that Russ Medlin joined us too. So we've had a lot of there's some really exciting things happen here that I know you're seeing it here with us on the screen. You're seeing us lay it out, obviously in a simple, stupid-looking notepad file, so I apologize for that. I'm just kind of typing as Matt talks, so I know a lot of you are probably looking at this saying, wow, that's really, that's high-tech stuff. But it's amazing to think that when we talk about the potential for doing 25,000 people in the blog network by March 1st, we genuinely believe it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen because there's some really powerful motivation to make that happen on your part. So I just want to jump in and kind of say a few of those things in that.
No, and then yeah, we did have Russ on. He's hitting me up on Skype, going, man, I want to say a few words. I'm so excited about this. Sorry I couldn't be on earlier. So we'll bring Russ on here in a second. But before I do, I want to announce a few other things. And this is kind of funny because we're talking about all this, and what people don't understand is this is a complete worldwide company. Our company, our opportunity, our services, they're built for worldwide. All of our platforms are built for multiple languages, and we've been focusing really hard on our programming, and we're at the point right now where I truly believe March 1st is going to be the end of a lot of our hard work and effort on the programming side, and then it's all about the duplication. It's all about using that platform we have to really bring this worldwide. So I'm actually going, I'll be in Europe for about 10 days setting up our offices. We have currently an office in Spain with Dr. Michael Yubi, just a phenomenal leader. We're going out there to really turn up the heat on what's going on out there. I'll be in Germany setting up another office. And then we have some massive stuff going on in Romania with a leader out there. And I'm not privy to say what it is yet, but I promise you we will bring it to the attention of all the members quickly, because there's some stuff going on out there that is just mind-blowing with the synergy that we've created with some possibilities in Romania and also the Netherlands. So right now we're focusing real hard on our Europe expansion. This is going to be the first round of getting over to Europe and really kind of setting the ground troops up. We have a lot of, not only good leadership in the field, we have a lot of, big money guys behind this that are looking at us, that we'll be making some announcements here on some strategic partnerships that we're setting up. I mean, we're looking at this as a completely worldwide platform, and it's going to be fun. I tell you what. I mean, you might have felt over the last 60 days or so maybe a little lull with TFT. What's going on with these guys? What are they abandoning this project? What are they doing? What's going on? I haven't heard many updates. You're about to see the fruits of the labor. I mean, you're literally starting March 1st, and from now until March 1st, the promotion that's going to go into this new matrix, the promotion that's going to go into what's about to come here with these tools and this blog network is going to be bigger than anything that we've ever done. So we feel like we're just really hitting our stride, or I should say we're just really about to hit our stride. And we're just so thankful and grateful that we have so many, good leaders. We have so many good people, and I mean, we're just excited. We now have not only the resources, but we have the capability, we have the knowledge, and I truly believe without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to pull this off huge, and we hope that you guys see it that way as well. So let me see if we can bring on Russ here, Seth. I think if you find him here in the list, you can.
I'm here. You should be able to hear me already, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, man?
I just logged in. I just logged in like normal. I just put myself on mute. Hey, everybody. Nice. Oh, there's like the little. I guess that's not going to be what our website looks like, though, right? The blog network that you have up there.
Well, yeah, it's
actually,
still.
That's one of our employees, Russ. No, I'm just kidding.
no, it's still in the transfer
We
phase.
just bought the domain, literally.
No, yeah. I know that. I know.
It's still in the transfer phase. Yeah, that's not what the site's going to look like, guys. We just wanted to. We wanted to tell you the name, and we were excited about it, so we let the cat out of the bag maybe a little early, but it's that's going to be our domain.
Now, did you also tell them when this domain was registered and what a big deal that is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about that. That's the value in it.
And just so you guys understand, I mean, we got a couple guys that are social media powerhouses and SEO experts, and you're going to start hearing more from these guys. You guys know Jason already. Jason was on the webinar with me the other night, and he spoke at our launch event. And you guys really haven't met Troy yet, and I can't wait for you to meet Troy. Troy is an absolute monster, and when I say monster, I don't mean he's a big talker like all of us. He's actually very quiet, very down to earth. But that guy sits in front of his computer and has made millions of dollars online using blogs, and he's working with us, and you guys are going to be blown away. And Jason's had blogs where he's been making side income from those blogs for years. So we're not just talking about the potential of building your That Free Thing business. We're not talking about just the potential of you making money from the blog network, or the potential from selling daily deals, or the potential when we launch the merchant services side of things. We're not talking about the potential just from this. We're talking about anything you find that interests you, that you want to make money on, using the blog network, you're going to be able to make money on it. And that is what's so powerful about this.
You know, we didn't even get into the revenue share, did we, Matt?
There's so many more exactly. There's so many more aspects with revenue sharing, with ads, and so many different ways to make money. People are going to be, making money from this, going, well, where did this money come from? Where did this money come from? It's really going to come in from so many different directions, and a lot of people don't get that with this yet. That, yeah, everybody loves free stuff. Free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. It's awesome, it's awesome, it's awesome. And we show everybody on Google, yeah, 1.2 billion. But then you look up blogs and it's 3.6 billion results. People are more interested in blogs than free stuff. I know it's mind-blowing, but it's true. And that's, I'm telling you, we're going to be like the most incredible one-stop shop for, all of the cool things for making money online. This is just awesome, and you guys have just been absolute geniuses with, putting all this stuff together. And, I'm just letting you guys know, nothing happens overnight. If you guys remember, seriously, I'm not joking, 5-6 years ago, everything was MySpace, MySpace, MySpace. All email addresses are going to go away because everybody's going to be on MySpace, and it's going to revolutionize and change everything. And then all of a sudden, here came Facebook, and it was like, oh, yeah, I think I heard of Facebook, but I don't know. MySpace, MySpace, MySpace. And then a little bit more about Facebook. And now they're taking over the world. And so just so you guys understand, yeah, we've got an okay start. As far as network marketing companies go, the amounts of people we've gotten involved in the first year is really phenomenal, but it's really nothing compared to what we're trying to do here. And if you guys are thinking, well, what are you trying to do? World domination? Yes, that is what we're trying to do. And slowly but surely, we're getting there. And you guys still, even though you see these numbers of people that we have involved, it's still a very, very, very small number. If you guys remember me a year ago talking, I used to say, anyone who is involved in this company within the first 1 million people, I believe is in the very, very beginning. And I still believe that. And we're still less than 1 million people. So, I mean, you guys are seeing we're not joking around about stuff. This is the real deal. You guys found it.
And Russ, I'm going to cover something that I forgot to cover. That's pretty exciting news too. That I hadn't. I just it slipped my mind. There's so much to cover here because we're doing so much, and I will come back to real quickly. You know, I kind of mentioned we're doing this revenue sharing. What does that mean? We're going to allow you on your blog to talk about whatever you want, and we're going to be able to find suitable ads that fit the content of what you're writing about. So if you happen to like going golfing and you're writing a blog about golf, we're going to be able to put ads up from companies like Amazon that offer products that are related to golf. Now, if somebody goes and chooses to purchase one of those deals through your site, there's advertising revenue that goes with that. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to share it with you. And we'll do the work for you. We'll put the ads up for you. They'll be non-invasive. They'll look great. They'll be well-placed. That's the stuff we'll do for you. And just in exchange for you putting in the effort of actually writing about golf, we want to thank you by writing you a check. So that's another way that you're going to make even more money from this new blog network. And I want to show you something here that you're seeing now on my screen. This is really cool. So in addition to the fact that we're giving people, allowing people to join for $1 into that free thing, as long as they also purchase the blog network package, that means they're still, for their very first month, the total price is going to be their $9.95 in their TFT matrix, their $19.95 for the blog network, and the $1 join fee. And what happens is that's still less than $39.95, and they have two great products for it. But we're going to throw in something else because that's not quite enough. We thought, let's really go crazy with this thing. I want to share something with you that I think is really exciting. This, what you're seeing right here, is something that everybody who joins the blog network is going to get. And this is not specific to people in the U.S. This is a worldwide program. You can use it from anywhere. And in this case, you're going to see this is a vacation in paradise for 3 days and 2 nights. Now, what does that mean? It means you're going to get a free hotel stay for two. As you'll notice here, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the old highlighter pen. I'll show you here a couple little things about it. This certificate is redeemable for 3 days and 2 nights hotel accommodations for 2 adults and 2 children at any of the cities above. What are the cities above? You may notice here some of the destinations include, that's just some of the destinations, are Phoenix, Sedona, Las Vegas, San Diego, Branson, Missouri, Cocoa Beach, Florida, San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to come back the other way, Gatlin, Tennessee, Myrtle Beach, Hilton Head, the Poconos, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Virginia Beach, so on and so forth. There is a seriously amazing amount of destinations that are available to you. And this, what the cost is going to be to you, is absolutely zero. We're going to generate this certificate for you, and I'm going to scroll down here. You're going to see on the bottom that this particular one expired on November 27th of 2011. But what you're going to get here is you're going to send a $15 check in, and that's it. That's what it's going to cost you to actually book the hotel in one of those great destinations. Everybody is getting this when they join the blog network. And in fact, more than that, we have an absolute ton of these to share with you month after month. So as long as you stay active and stay as a member with the TFT blog network, the blognetwork.com that we're adding now, you're going to get a new vacation certificate every single month for somewhere different. It's going to be something a little bit different. It might range from a free companion airfare to a free 5-night stay in Hawaii, which, yes, we have that certificate as well, and you'll be getting it. Now, this costs us genuine money every time we issue one of these, but that's our way of saying thank you. In fact, as a company, we felt like it was just a really crucial for us more than anything else that's out there. You know, for $19 a month already, it's a ridiculous value, and throwing this on top of it, you're looking at a voucher right in front of you here that's worth about $300. And this is the first of many to come. You're going to get a new one on the first of every single month, as long as you are an active paying member of blognetwork.com. So I wanted to mention that too. There's been so much to cover, and I know we've had a lot to share, but I really wanted to get this one in here because I think this is just an incredible deal, and it's going to be a great value for all of our members.
Yeah, no, it's just more gravy. I mean, you know, we've got a lot of really cool, valuable stuff like this that, you know, we're just going to tack on. We're going to say, here, we found and negotiated this, the free buddy airline or buddy pass for your airline You know, we've been actually working on that for about 6 months, and finally got the price point that we wanted, that we felt was fair, and pulled the trigger on it. So all of our members will be receiving that as well. And these aren't something that you can just go and find online. I mean, I'm sure you've seen plenty of, you know, 3-day 2-night vacation type of thing, or 3-day 2-night vacations. But we've actually found the good ones, and you know, some of them require, you know, an investment. Some of them, you know, you have the king of freebies and the king of talking to these type of agencies on the line tonight. So us been able to negotiate some really cool stuff for us. You know, and you'll notice that all of them will say compliments of that free thing. So they're actual certificates that are generated for us for our members. So pretty cool stuff there. One other thing I want to mention that Seth said is our ad revenue. You know, this is something that is really, this is kind of like the creme de la creme. This is like the final slap on, you know, what we've put together. You know, once you build it, they will come. You know, if you build it, they will come. They come, you offer them value, you get bigger, you get bigger, you get bigger, and then you bring in the ad network, you bring in the advertisers, and if we incentivize it right, and we pay it right, and we do it right, you know, this is going to be the biggest ad network as well. Because, I mean, something I want you guys to understand is Google last year made $26.5 billion. $26.5 billion. Okay? 26 billion of that was from their ad network. That means on all the other services combined, they made $500 million. Now, $500 million is great. You know, companies that are doing $500 million a year are doing great. But out of that, 26 billion came from their ad network, came from just those side ads that you see all over the place and on through your Gmail and through, you know, the mobile marketing. And I mean, it's the ad networks are where it's at. And so, you know, this is something that we're super excited about. You may have noticed that Facebook, you know, has their own ad network. A significant portion of their revenue is from that ad network as well. So, you know, as soon as they go public, I'm sure you'll be able to see those exact numbers. But this is what really will drive this long term, is if our advertisers are getting value, our members are getting value, and everyone's making money. So that is kind of like to be completely honest with you, maybe I would say minimum 90 days before you see some real ads and ad revenue coming in, because we want to build it, we want to make it solid, we want to put all the right plugins in place, put all the revenue streams in place, and then it's bam, we slap on the ad network.
Hey Matt, you and I have talked about another company that was kind of running like an ad revenue thingy, but how big it was and what happened to it, and how we can't really talk about those kind of things because of certain reasons. But I was wondering if just on this one webinar, we just share with people what the big deal is about this, but why you're not really going to ever hear us talking about it. You're going to get paid on it, but you're never really going to hear us promoting it.
I'll cover that. You know, there's a lot of legal reasons that you can't run a multi-level marketing company that's based on advertising. Most of those stem from the fact that when advertising is your primary product, and there are a couple companies out there that are still doing this, and I've seen this after almost 6 years of company after company starting up and getting shut down, starting up, getting shut down. And what it boils down to is that attorney generals need to see a real, genuine product in the hands of the people. And you can't just sit there, for instance, and look at an advertisement every 15 seconds, click next, and you get paid for looking at those ads through a multi-level marketing pay plan. It's considered illegal. What's the reason for that? Well, primary reason for it is because who would sit in front of their computer and click on advertisement after advertisement if they weren't getting paid? No one in their right mind would. That's why it's considered illegal, because there's not a genuine product there from the Attorney General standpoint. Now, I know that there are going to be people, even on this call, who might have joined other networks like that in the past, and they'll defend them to their death. Some people will, and that's fine. You're welcome to have that opinion. But in the Attorney General's opinion, it's illegal. So Now, the reason that this is okay, what we're doing, what we're talking about as far as sharing advertising revenue, is because that's not our product. Our product actually is our website service, the hosting that we do for you. We do the building of the website for you. We share your content out and generate, we have strong, what we call SEO, search engine optimization, to make sure that the results behind what you post on your blog reach the top when people are searching for something in Google or in Bing or wherever they have to be looking. That's our product. Now, if we integrate advertising on it and you happen to make a little money off of it on the side, that's fine. No attorney general in the world is going to have a problem with that. If it was our primary product, we'd go out of business. We can't do that as a primary product. We have no interest in doing that as our primary product.
Let me add to that as well. Our advertising network isn't going to be a pay-per-click type of model. It's not going to be a pay-per-view type of model. There's various maybe sectors that'll be pay-per-click. Maybe a small section, but it's going to be our own ad network. We're not going to be leveraging Google. We're not going to be leveraging Yahoo or any of the ones out there, because they find you quick. It's like, if everybody else that clicks on one of these ads, you get a 8% purchase rate, and ours is 0.00005%, something's wrong there, and they're going to shut down the ad, or the advertiser will be smart and X out that platform. So we're going to do things completely different than anything that's really been done out there, to make sure that everybody's winning. We're not taking advantage of an advertiser just to pay you. That's not the goal. So you'll be hearing a lot more about how we're specifically rolling this out, but it'll be valuable, and that's really the bottom line: is, are we creating a valuable equation, or are we just stealing money from someone because we've got the masses to do it? And that's why these other ad networks in the past that have just focused on this have gotten in trouble.
Right.
So anyway,
right. And my whole point on that was that this ad network that we're incorporating into this is something different and special, and you're not going to, even though it can generate so much money, like serious, this could generate sick amounts of money. Even though it's like that, you're not going to hear us promote that, because we could start getting looked at in the wrong way, and groups could come in and try to exploit it in the wrong way. Just so you guys know, that is probably the biggest part of this, but at the same time, we're not going to be trying to exploit it like that. So you won't really hear us talking a lot about that.
Yep. And
I don't know how much stuff you guys still have to cover, but we do have a lot of questions on here if you want to go through them.
Yeah, we're pretty much, we've got a lot of stuff. We kind of just briefly breezed over some of the features that we've been working on. So if we want to get into details on that, let's just start answering questions, and we'll go from there.
All right, cool. Well, if you want, I'll start reading them off to you guys. From Jim, do we know when we can like a deal or free thing on for Facebook?
March 1st.
March 1st. There we go.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's going to be huge. David, hello from LaGrange, Kentucky, where the groundhog saw a full spring of prosperity with TFT. Right on, David.
Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody, by the way.
And then Jerry was saying,
and by the way, we're expecting 22 inches of Denver, or of snow in Denver, starting tonight through Saturday. So, yeah, guys, wish us well, because the groundhog ain't seeing the shadow over here.
Gotcha. That's funny. All right, there was a comment from Jerry. I didn't really understand there, Jerry. Jim, when will Facebook be integrated? Just answered that. I get Bruce says about send cash first, so I think he was saying like he wanted the cash, then he'd give you the perfect name or something. I don't know. And Bruce, we love you. Rick, hi.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me mention that, because we were like, yeah, we really want our members to name this. We want to make a big contest out of it. But ultimately, we had to go after the best domain name, the most value. So unfortunately, nobody won this contest to name the blog network. Even if you sent in blog network, we're we spent too much money on this domain to pay it out. So the value will be massive for you to have a piece of blognetwork.com. So just wanted to touch on that. We didn't mention it.
Actually, I was going to pay that out if somebody suggested that, but nobody did suggest that. And we did get we got TFT Blog Network and a couple other things, but it just wasn't exactly quite the fit. And of course, part of the parameters of the contest, unfortunately, was that we said the domain name had to be available for you to suggest it, which this one technically wasn't even available. So we really had to pursue it and get after it because it was just too valuable for our members to let it pass. But we're not going to let that go by the wayside. We're going to take that $500 and roll it into something. We're going to do a big contest around our March Madness launch. So when we say we're going for 25K people into the blog network, we're going to find new and crazy ways, and $500 will be the least of it. We're going to run a great promotion around it. We just haven't locked down all those details yet, but you'll get those very, very soon.
Including tons of hidden treasures. That's something that we were getting ready to focus on, and I don't know how it didn't make its way back, but we were talking. Seth and I were talking actually this week, and one of the things that we want to encourage you is you go check out all our free stuff. Go check out all the daily deals. You might land on a landmine link that's going to get you 20, 50, 100, 500, whatever that is. Maybe it's free membership. We'll be doing a lot of cool little stuffs through this blog network and through our site again. To make it sticky for you and your members, because ultimately, traffic is money. I mean, it's especially when you're talking about launching an ad network. So, okay, go ahead, Russ.
Rick, I applied for my Payoneer account after the first webinar, the one you forgot to record. Are you guys recording this, by the way? But I have not heard from them, even though I submitted a ticket a few days ago.
I did record this one.
Okay, good. Rick, I know I applied for my Payoneer card, and I heard from them, and I know we've had a lot of people that have been getting their Payoneer cards already. So something must have happened with your email address. Like you might have put one letter wrong on there, or I don't even know. So I would go and actually try to re-sign up again for Payoneer through your back office, and you should definitely get something. And check your spam folder as well. But I mean, we've had so many people already getting their Payoneer cards, and I know I heard from them. So it has to be something on your end. It's all automated. There's no reason that they would just go, it's Rick. We don't want to send him an email. That's not going to happen. That's not going to.
Let me add something to that too. One of the cool things that we have should be available about Monday, Tuesday. We got a lot of work this weekend to do to bring some stuff to market. But part of this API that we have with Payoneer is really cool. You'll be able to see the progress. So when you submit the card, they have it available, and we actually have it available. We just haven't synced it and put it up. So you'll be able to see, oh, it's pending, oh, it's shipped, oh, it's received. So this is through their system. They've got their stuff really dialed in. So it surprises me to hear that they weren't getting back to you. But you'll be able to see and hear real soon what the status of your card is through our site. You'll be able to even see the tracking number when they ship it, so that you can track it all the way to your door.
Cool. That is awesome. And Bruce says Alert Pay sucks. Yes, we know. And yeah. Bruce also said, can I put my own plugins into it?
Absolutely. That's something we didn't really get into. This is your platform. So if you already know how to use WordPress and you like your plugins and you like your themes or templates, I mean, people won't even know that it has anything to do with us. You can completely customize this, or you can use our templates and plugins. It's completely up to you.
Cool. Tracy, if you already have a theme that we have paid for in WordPress, have you use a new blog platform? Absolutely, just covered that. Mm-hmm. Dawn, is this cost a one-time cost or a monthly? Monthly.
Monthly cost.
Tracy, will WordPress be handling tech support, or is that all going to be handled in-house?
In-house, and coming back to the last question too, the 1995 monthly. It's crucial we do that because that's how you build a long-term income. So the 1995 monthly is crucial. But most of it's going to be in-house. There will be some questions that probably need to be answered externally. You know, when it comes to we're building some pretty amazing tools on top of what is a base platform for WordPress. So there's going to be some issues. Anything that's one of our tools, one of our widgets, one of our plugins is going to be something you bring to us. And when we say that, by the way, we talked earlier a little bit about the fact that we're going to generate content for you. So for those that are kind of lazy and they just want to sign up for the blog network but they don't want to actually write anything, we'll write for you. We're going to be putting up several posts per week so that the blog stays active and draws traffic. And we're going to also allow you to, of course, integrate the daily deals and the freeloader freebies so that they'll see those 7 every week as those go live. As that stuff is happening, you know, you're building a web presence whether or not you ever touch it. But that kind of stuff, you know, the stuff we create, of course, is 100% with us. There's going to be some stuff that does need to go external, but the majority of it should be supported by us.
Yep, we have actually
that is
two.
Great information for me personally.
Yeah, we actually have 2 experts that we're bringing on as well that are helping us run this side. And WordPress has been around for like 10 years. They have a phenomenal facts section. I mean, if you need to find something out WordPress specific, it's out there. If it's TFT specific, we'll help you out.
Awesome. And Lori is asking about the category buttons. Actually, Lori, the categories are all listed. It's actually a drop-down menu for the categories. That's in there for the free stuff. And then the Facebook stuff, Matt was just talking about, that will be March 1st.
And the reason the buttons went away in particular, Lori, is because they were taking up a large amount of screen real estate. So we went to the drop-down menu to make it basically give us a lot more room. That freebie page, as you may have noticed, gets a little hectic. There's a lot there. We're trying to reduce that and give you a little bit more cleaner experience, and that's why we went with the drop-down on that.
Cool. Thomas, will the blog network URL be something like blognetwork.com/subdomain name that can be redirected with a redirecting URL?
Absolutely. Yep. It doesn't have to be, but it can be very easily. So yeah, in fact, we recommend, if you're, especially if you're email marketing or you're doing, any type of marketing to it, you can brand your own domain. But keep in mind, the reason that we purchase this domain is because it's powerful. So when it's like having a Facebook domain. You know, it carries a lot of weight, and so you really want to use it as well with an extension of your business. So while you can do that, take advantage of the fact that we have this domain name for you to put whatever you want on it.
True, and I would say though too that for business cards, what Thomas is asking about might be a really nice thing, because instead of sending people to blognetwork.com/Thomas, you can send them to myblognetworkthing.com if you choose, if you bought that domain, which is not a really very great domain. But if you don't want to have them think about a username and wondering which username they need to put in, it can be good for a business card because it helps get people there directly. But generally speaking, Matt's right. We need to lean on the power of the fact that we've spent so much money on this domain, because that's what's really going to make your content jump in the rankings with Google and that sort of thing, by using that particular domain name.
Yep. And Douglas says, overwhelming. How do we learn how to use WordPress? Are you going to have tutorials? Well, we got 2 awesome experts in Troy and Jason that are basically going to be teaching you everything you would ever need or want to know about WordPress and blogging. Both of these guys have made lots of money through WordPress sites. They're pros at it. I mean, that's what they do. And they're going to be doing lots and lots of different specialized trainings. So as far as tutorials go, I don't know about a ton of tutorials, but trainings, yes, absolutely. Tracy, is there a maximum amount of space that we are allowed to use on the blog network?
Right now, it'll be unlimited. If it gets to the point where it's starting to slow us down, and we need, we start to get to the point where it's, you know, ridiculous, then we'll limit it, and it'll be like an upsell. And if it's kind of like any server or hosting server, you can use the cloud for free, Dropbox, for example, but then if you want more storage, you pay for it. We actually are entertaining becoming an actual host account. I mean, it might as well. It's a viable product. It's a great product. It's an in-demand product, and it's just another revenue stream for you and your entire organization. So, but no, right now, completely eliminated for you, but that will probably change in the future. So that's another reason why it'd be good to get in early, be involved, get your stuff up, and get your sites rocking. But no, we're planning on just bandwidth out the wazoo with this, based on how many WordPress installations and different blogs and posts will be going up on a daily basis.
Yeah, and that's another point right there. There's no way we could charge $19.95 one time for this and pay out commissions and pay the hosting fees that are going to be associated with something that's going to be this big. So it has to be monthly, absolutely. Okay, Lorraine and Mario, in addition to other MLM programs, will affiliate programs also be permitted? I would say yes. I figure you can promote whatever you want to promote. It's your blog.
Yeah, no, we're, I mean, short of anything illegal or against, some no porn, for example, no gambling. We don't want to get our entire site shut down or blacklisted because of your blog. So we'll be watching out for it, but, short of scams and, anything illegal, you can do whatever you want on these.
All right, cool. Clarence is not here, but he has a good question. Since Blog Network is launching March 1st, can you provide us with a marketing lead capture page as a call to order? I think you guys are coming out with that, right?
Oh, sorry, say that one more time.
He was saying that the Blog Network's not starting till March 1st.
Correct.
But are they getting a lead capture page now with call to action on it?
No, because it's all in your back office. You cannot join the blognetwork.com without being an active TFT member. So you have to join through the TFT back office. We're not launching another company. We're launching another platform under our own umbrella.
Yep. Cool. Let's see here. I guess you guys were having an audio issue before I got on or something. So Melanie says, so the upgrade is from the $9.99. Actually, so that free thing is still $9.95 a month.
Uh-huh.
And if you're an active member, you can also join Blog Network for $19.95 a month.
Yep, exactly.
Which incidentally is still much cheaper than a lot of other services out there. Two products that both are combined cheaper per month than some other products out there. So good to know.
Well, other blogs that are out there, absolutely. Greg, will we have a new marketing page starting Monday to promote the Blog Network? No. But I mean, maybe we could set up just something on that free thing. I don't know. We'll talk about that, Greg. But at the moment, no.
We're hitting probably from March from now until March 1st. We won't have anything because we really want to give our members the opportunity to come back, activate, upgrade, and we want to watch checks go through the roof with our current existing membership base. After March 1st, after it gets rolling, we'll start to help you market it to new blood. But right now, just so you guys know, our main focus as a company is to get our 47,000 members back, to get our 600,000 free members to upgrade. I mean, that's our focus right now from February 6th until March 1st.
Yep. Michael, so is it only one 2x14 matrix that everyone goes into? Yes, Michael, that is absolutely. There's only one matrix, starting from the top down, from everybody that was in first and second and third and fourth and so on and so on and so on. And at the same time, all of your people, so you're in that whole 2x14. Really, it goes unlimited depths, but you get paid 14 levels. You could have people go below your 14th level to your 15th, 20th, 30th, 40th level deep. You just don't get paid that deep. You get matching bonuses on your people's 14 level matrix, which could pay you super deep. But yes, it is one matrix from the top down, but you have your own matrix that starts below you. Don, so you pay the $9.95 and the $19.95. Yes, that's correct, Don. David, does this mean we pay $29.90 total for both each month? That is correct, David. Bruce, hey, that's my username. Oh, cool. Douglas, $19.95 each month for Blog Network plus $9.95. $12, $30 a month, correct? Correct. Peter said awesome. Bruce said I got 200 of them, but I want you guys to do the contacting. Yes, Bruce, if you have 200 freeloaders, we will be sending out lots of emails to them.
Emails, phone blasts. I mean, we are going to squeeze everybody to let them know, look, this is happening, and you're going to miss the boat. So yes, you want to contact them and say, hey, did you get that email from that free thing about what they're doing? But you can't say that because they will be receiving tons of contact from us.
Yep. Sonny, hello, Sonny. Is the dollar fee only good for freeloaders that signed up this year or any freeloader in 2011?
Only freeloaders in 2011.
So none from 2012, only 2011.
Yep.
Bruce, what is the comp plan on the 2x14? And you were saying what you were hoping. Yeah, Bruce, we can't put it all on the lower levels. We spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, it gets bigger as you go lower, though, which is where
right.
the big money is. So.
Here's the thing, though. If you look at this, the 3x8 matrix, not including the matching bonuses, just the matrix and that free thing, if you had it filled on $9.95 a month, would pay a little over $7,000 a month. But we all know the money's in the matching bonuses. The 2x14 matrix, if you add all of that up, that could pay you, if it was filled, $27,863.60. So that's about 4 times as much as the 3x8. And if you look at that, I mean, it's only twice as much, from $9 a month to $19.95 a month, but it still can pay 4 times as much because you're getting paid on more people on those deeper levels. So it's spread out, pretty fairly. But again, it's 5 generations of matching bonuses, and now you're getting 5 generations of matching bonuses, not on the potential of just the 7,000, but now you're also getting 5 generations of matching bonuses on the potential of almost 28,000. So that's what's so powerful about this. I mean, again, it's not about the matrix. It's about the matching bonuses. Even though that matrix can pay you almost $28,000 a month residually. Jacob, is the 1995 upgrade to Blog Network a one-time upgrade? No, it is monthly. George said, good stuff. Melanie, will you extend the $1 deal through folks that signed up in 2012? No, sorry, Melanie. I have a lot of folks that signed up as free members in this year, almost half as I work the business. So, no, we decided it was just going to be 2011. Sorry. Thomas, hey, I'm in. My name is Thomas Jeanbeck. Okay, Thomas, cool. Thomas said, can't wait to get it.
Oh, that reminds me of something, too. And this might be clear already, but if you have an inactive member, they don't have to, come back with all of their back pay in order to keep their timestamp. So if you had someone join on day 1 and quit on day 2, they can pay $9.95, and it's just like they've been in for a full year. They'll have the opportunity to get into the matrix with their original timestamp. So all you have to do.
And the other Sorry, Matt.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
mean to
no,
interrupt you.
just pay the $9.95 once, and you're eligible to get into the new matrix with your timestamp.
Yep, and I also want to mention too that obviously we're not charging the $39.95, so the fast start bonus isn't going to be paid out on that, as well as the infinity bonus and that kind of stuff. So just to be clear on that, since we're not collecting that entire $39.95, that that stuff goes away there during this time period as well. So I just wanted to make that clear as well in case that wasn't clear.
Wow, so we're giving everybody amnesty?
Well, and what's cool, I know some people are kind of thinking, well, how come we can't bring in these freeloaders now to the, for the last 30 days? Our feeling on it, and the reason we chose to do 2011 is because we figure, a lot of people that came in early and had a chance to look at this thing and jump on board, we really wanted to thank them for the big start that they gave us back then. This is not intended to be a knock against the freeloaders that came in January, and we appreciate the work that you've done there as well. But it really is a way of us saying, you gave us a shot, we want to give you a shot, so thank you very much. So that's why we're waiving it for those folks, just to be clear on that too, as to why we chose to do that.
Cool. And Jeff, yes, monthly. Gloria, please post this webinar. That is huge help for us to explain the program to those who don't make live webinars. Absolutely, Gloria. Bruce, is the 2x14 going to be done the same with check matching also? Yes. If folks don't come back, how can I take their spot and either buy it for myself or let someone I know pick up that position? Bruce, that's a great question, and we've already been discussing that. So go ahead, Matt. I'll let you go.
I just was going to say there's a thinker. How can I contact my freeloaders and say, hey, are you in? Oh, you're not. Can I have your spot? Because if they have great timestamps, it'll be worth it. And there's a lot of strategy to that. I mean, quite honestly, but make sure of this. You can't have multiple spots. You can have multiple companies that you own that have spots. You can use your wife, your sister, your brother, no dogs or cats. But any legitimate people that you want to leverage this with, find them a good freeloader spot underneath of you. It's worth it. I tell you what, there's not going to be any real specific way to do this, because if that person doesn't want to take action, if you don't know who it is, if you didn't bring them in, that won't be a position that makes it into the new matrix. So if you're strategic, if you're smart, you wanna attack it, lock down some freeloader spots. What I would do, this is me, and what I would do is if I had built a large organization of freeloaders, I would hit them hard. I would hit them hard up until March 1st, and actually I would probably hit them hard until about February 20th, 23rd, and then everyone who didn't take action, I'd go after all the leaders I knew and say, look, man, I got this spot getting ready to funnel in underneath of me. I signed up this guy in May. He didn't want it. Do you want it? And you just have them go log in, change the email, and lock down that spot. So that's just a personal thing. I mean, you can do it however you want to do it, but you have 24 days. So, now's the time to make those strategies, now's the time to make those plans, because we're going to be pushing this hard.
Hey, Matt, are we going to be able to implement that $1 join fee for pay it forward as well? Is that going to be an option for people who have freeloaders they want to pay it forward for?
Well, no, but...
Now, I got hang on, time out. I got a question about this real quick before we do this. Okay, it's $1, and we let them into TFT. They're getting access to over 1,000 free things.
Yes.
And then they have the option to upgrade for the blog network, or they're paying $1 plus they're paying the $19.95 on the spot. So it's really $20.95.
Yeah, to get the $1 special, they do have to join the blog network. That's the purpose of the special, is to generate 2 matrix paychecks for you. So we want to fill up your 3x8. We want to fill up your 2x14, and it's crucial that they join both to be able to get that. So that special, it is still cheaper your first month than it would have been otherwise. in doing this special. So we're setting it up as a package.
Yep. So the dollar gets them the TFT membership, then they need to upgrade. So, yeah, and we kick this around a lot. We're like, this is a valuable membership that we're already selling low. If we do this, we've got to do it right. We've got to do it with a certain demographic, and we got to do it for less than, we're doing it for just over 3 weeks. But you'll never see anything like this again. This is to set up the launch of a lot of good features. So take advantage of this time period that we're in right now.
Yep. All right, Helen, if I already have a blog, will this work with that one, or do I need to go with this new blog network?
You probably want to link it, make it like a subset, a tool, different content. You don't want to copy the content. If Google's already indexing your blog, you don't want to copy the content over because it's not going to do anything for you. You need unique content. You can. I have 15, 16 blogs. You don't just want one blog. There's all different types of domains. There's all different types of demographic keywords that you want to target. So just make this one of them. Make this an extension of something that you're doing, and it'll be valuable for anything that you're already doing.
Yeah, and you'll be learning about backlinks and all that kind of stuff, connecting them, and basically using the power of what we have going. If you already have your own domain name and your own blog all set up by yourself, it's probably not getting that kind of traffic that we're going to be getting on our blog network. And so by backlinking to it, that could help you out also. Not using the same content on both, so not having a duplicate blog on 2 different blogs, but just doing backlinks between them will help also. But you'll learn more about that as well. Tracy, with the March Madness, my guess is that there will be no fast start bonus or commission paid on the $39.95, not if they don't pay it. However, we will be gaining the potential for huge commissions from the surge of new members. Absolutely, Tracy. Greg, who won the name contest? Send in the name The Blog Network, so I guessed I missed it by 1 word. You just barely missed it, Greg. Yeah. Charles, if I don't join Blog Network and my downline does, do I lose them in my TFT matrix? No, you do not, Charles. In TFT, your people are your people, period. They're connected to you. You'll always see them there. You'll always be getting paid on them. If they decide to join the Blog Network, and you don't, then basically the sponsorship of them in that 2x14 matrix will roll up to the next upline above you that did join the Blog Network. So, but in TFT, no, you'll never lose them. Melanie, I think the simple text, when you were writing in text, yep, the text does work well he's using. Christine, when will the merchant account be launched? Do you know the percentage yet that vendors will get when they join the merchant account? I've been waiting to contact vendors because of this. Thanks. Christine, this is a huge undertaking for the guys. Huge. And as far as what the percentages will be, I've actually been learning a lot about merchant accounts here lately. And one thing that I've learned is that there is no set percentage. It's based on so many different variables, whether it be how long a business has been in business, what kind of chargeback ratio they've had in their business, how much volume they do on a monthly basis. There's so many different variables. It's impossible to say if you sign up a business, you're going to make this much percent on that business, because it just depends. And that's why we're going to have a lot of different training that we're working on getting set up. And it just so you understand, it's a big undertaking. So minimum a month, but because of this launch, it might be delayed a little bit longer than that. But believe me, all the guys and myself, we're excited about getting that set up. That's going to be huge as well. Just another piece of the pie for this. Anything else you want to add to that, or that pretty much covered it?
That basically covers it. We have there's so much training that needs to go into it, and that's part of the reason that we're kind of pushing it back just a little tiny bit, because actually There's basically not quite a certification program, but a pretty lengthy training program that you need to go through for it. I think it's going to be one of those things that when you get rolling in it, it might be the biggest moneymaker of all time for you personally. When we really get it up off the ground, there's a few things that we really need to have in place and get organized before we go live with it. And we're working on a couple other potential partnerships to really maximize it, including potentially a tool that'll really help you close the deal in person. I can't say much more about it than that. Russ knows what I'm talking about because him and I have been going back and forth on it quite a bit, and it's one of many potential tools that we're working on integrating. We want to make it as easy as possible for you. We want to make it a slam dunk when you walk in a place and close the deal. So we're trying to make sure that all that is 100% in place before we go live with it. So right now it's one thing at a time. We want to take care of our blog network and get that rocking and rolling first, and then we'll move on to the next thing after that.
Cool. And Melanie said, I never felt there was any slacking. I guess I remember one of you guys saying something about, you guys might have think we haven't been doing anything the last 60 days. So she said she never felt that way. Awesome. Suzanne, you guys are awesome, unbelievable. We need tutorials for members. We will be getting lots of training. Gilla, I am really excited of what you are doing. I signed up end of February 2011, so you were right there in the beginning with us. Good to see another one from the beginning. Jacob, what happens if I upgrade without my team? I only have 5 people. Jacob, we're going to go and help you get more new members. So if some of those 5 don't want to come over, that's okay. We got millions and millions and millions of people that love blogging, see the potential for making money with blogging, and are going to want to be a part of something that's this big as far as a blogging company. Again, when you're dealing with blogs, the power of getting your message out is being with a powerful blog network. So you'll notice there's a few big ones, and people want to be a part of those big ones because they get higher rankings. Well, we're going to be one of the big ones with a business opportunity attached to it. So that's what's so powerful about this. We're going to help you go find those people. Lori, if we are already members of AdSense, can we use our own ad codes on the blogs?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Until we come out with our own ad network. Let's just say that.
Cool. Helen, if I don't travel, can the gift certificate be given to a family member? Absolutely, Helen. Bruce said, go Seth. Christine, can 2 different members get back-to-back hotel stays 4 consecutive nights in the same location with that travel certificate? That's a good question there, Christine. So if 2 members, and I guess this is for Seth, so if 2 members that both got travel certificates, both sent in the 15, both booked the hotel, but one booked it for let's say Tuesday night and Wednesday night, and the other person booked it for Thursday night and Friday night, you might have to move hotel rooms because it's 2 different reservations, but I would think you'd be able to. There be any problem with that, Seth?
I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. So I don't want to say on a permanently recorded and posted to the internet for all time webinar that you definitely can. But let me look into it, and I'll find that answer out, and then when I have the answer, we'll send that email update out along with that information.
Cool, right on. Helen, question concerning the website. Can the free deals be sorted by zip codes, or do I have to go through page after page looking for deals in my area? Helen, the main thing when looking for deals that might be in your area is do more of a search for specific things. Like if you do like the beauty stuff, sometimes there's going to be coupons that you can print out that you take to CVS or to Walmart or to this place or that or Walgreens or whatever that's there local to you. Also in the food, you're going to find, fast food restaurants and, restaurant chains that are there. Like we have a queso dip from Chili's that's been there for a long time. That's awesome. So there's things like that that are going to be more of local stuff, but most of the stuff in there that isn't chains that are kind of all across the country and also across the world for some cases, a lot of that stuff's actually going to be mailed to you. So you don't really need to find something that's local to you because it'll be mailed to you directly. Whether it be a magazine subscription or eyeglasses or the the thing for sliding credit cards, that device. I mean, there's so many different things that you can have. And we even had the trash compactor thingy that was mailed to you. So it all depends on the stuff. It'd be almost impossible to sort it by zip codes. There's like 25,000 zip codes in the U.S., or more than that, actually, I think. So that'd be really hard to do. Now, we're going to be able to do that for the daily deals, but I don't think we'll ever be able to do that for the free stuff.
Yeah, and let me jump in on that. Not only the daily deals, the website and blog in general, and it's even more than that. It's by IP address, and we have the full database. There's actually a service that you pay kind of an arm and a leg for, but they update it, keep it current, and you sync with them. So whenever you go, you land from your computer's address, it'll know your physical location of where you're at, and we can set whatever we have targeted there, whether it be ads, whether it be deals, whether it be specific offers, maybe a meeting, maybe we're now finally to the point where we can begin targeting this. And while I'd like to say we're going to launch it now, unfortunately we're going to wait until March 1st, roll it all out at once, and be like, bam, there it is. Let's turn this thing into $1 billion empire. So all that stuff, the location-based stuff, is really been our bread and butter that we've been working on, because that's the key. I mean, you got to be targeted in order to be effective. So, yep, coming. We're excited about that.
Cool. Helen, is this webinar recorded tonight? Be viewed or let? Yes, it is. Am I able to add an affiliate that I promote on my TFT blog? Yes, you will be able to. Helen, or do I have to invite them to be a vendor? You could do both. Mike, you guys are making me nuts. I bet I'm not the only one that can't keep up. Can we please have this webinar in the library tomorrow? We will do our best on that. Yes, Mike.
Yes. Yeah. Also, Seth and I have been talking a lot. We're like, man, like we wish we just had a camera in our office. You know, when this day, so people just see what we're doing this day and what's going on this day. So you're going to start seeing a lot of Seth and I's mug on just some random little 3-minute, 5-minute, maybe 10-minute sections where we're just giving you updates so that you can share them and really start to stay up to date. So it's not once every 2 weeks on a webinar that we just hit you with a fire hose of information and hope you retain a third of it and keep coming back for it. So we're Seth and I are going to start doing that, committing to that. We're gonna schedule that out, and we'll let you know when those will be coming. But they'll be really low budget, just kind of a camera and hey, here's what's going on right now, check it out. So yes, we agree with you. Information overload, and time to break it down in chunks.
Yep. Tyrone, can I transfer money right now if I have the Payoneer card, and what is the procedure? Yeah, actually, just go into your back office and pick that as the way you want to be paid. Put in your info for your Payoneer account, your email address is attached to it, and do the transfer for however much you want to transfer over. And then, figure it's the same time frame. Anything that's requested by Tuesday at midnight Pacific time will be there in your Payoneer account on Friday. Same as always, fellas?
Yep, exactly. Same pay schedule, just different, much better platform, and it's all on our end now. It's really cool how it works. It's kind of a thing we're proud of on the admin side now, because we have more control and security over it. But as far as the members go, same procedure.
And then Steve, almost the same question. How do we pay? Will we pay through the TFT site? Yeah, Payoneer, and it's right in your back office, Steve. Absolutely.
Oh, did we mention too that you can upgrade for the 1995 package with your commissions as well? So you can
Awesome.
use your TFT commissions to upgrade, and then we'll talk about. I kind of like the idea. I wrote it down. Being able to pay it forward for the dollar, or even being able to really just strategically transfer commissions to. Because I mean, guys, think about it. Matching bonuses alone on people that are getting placed in good spots is worth it for you. So we definitely want to make it easy, and more importantly, you need to know how valuable this is going to be, this time frame right here, because if we can just get it in the minds of everyone who's in our company, I mean, it's no brainer for everybody to pull the trigger on it.
Yep. Pamela, when will the mobile app be completely working with daily deals? Well, we're not really focused on the app now, Pamela. It's really the mobile website, and hopefully here, probably by the 1st of March, I would hope that we would have the daily deals incorporated. Or is that what you're thinking, Matt, or maybe longer?
Oh no, absolutely. The daily deals, they're actually probably only a few days away. We've been doing a lot of testing on those, as far as location-based stuff, and our new vendor platform and some other stuff that we're working on. But the app itself won't be updated until, or I should say the mobile website won't be updated until we're completely synced. We don't want to say, yeah, we got this great mobile app, download it, and then you go there and you're like, where are the deals? So, there's once we get that in place and once we have that live, we'll work on that mobile side. So we still got that. It got pushed down a few notches while we, I guess, re-engineered or restructured our daily deals platform. But we're getting there. Like I said, we have just so much stuff that will be, we don't want to be programming about after mid-March. I mean, we want to be marketing. We've been saying that for a while, but now we're at that point for real.
Yeah. And then Gene says, great info tonight. When do you think the whole merchant account program will begin? After March 1st sometime, but we're not sure. We don't want to give a date right now. Vic, I enrolled for TFT vendors November 11th. What can we expect from here on? You can go put up daily deals right now, Vic. If you signed up as a vendor and you were approved already, you can go put up daily deals now. So, yeah, that's up and running. Absolutely. In fact, I saw something from somebody here recently on our Facebook page. They said they just got a daily deal up, and they already made one sale from it. So it's working. Norma, do the people who drop membership pay $1 to start up again? No, the people who had already joined and paid the membership, they don't pay $1. They just become active again and get back on the $9.95 monthly with TFT, and then they can upgrade to the $19.95 for the blog network. So no, they would not be paying $1. Barb, how much does a full 2x14 matrix pay out without the generational payout? $27,863.60. Thomas, can the Payoneer card be linked to an entity's EIN? Yeah, but you don't really need to have that if you don't want. It's really just you're getting a card or having it sent to your bank account. So yeah, if you have a bank and a business name and you have an EIN for that business and they want to know, to connect it properly, then yes, absolutely. But you're not giving that for tax purposes. It's just for linking to the bank account. Jocko, got my Payoneer card within 3 weeks in South Africa. Awesome, Jocko. Bruce, did you read all the legalese for Payoneer, and can you summarize, please? Did you read all the legalese for Payoneer, and can you summarize, please? Matt, Seth?
Well, legalese on it, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's not a whole lot different than the way things are with Global Exchange. Here's the main thrust of the reason that we went with Payoneer over Global Exchange and AlertPay, and I should say Paylution because Global Exchange was acquired by Paylution, but the background checks that they do are a lot more extensive. So there's your biggest, that's a real safety for us as a multi-level marketing company. It prevents us from dealing with scammers who are going to try and put in fake credit cards and that sort of thing, and take us for all we're worth and that sort of thing. Which that kind of stuff happens. It's the multi-level marketing industry. It's just something that does happen. But this is a company that has done a lot of research on their end to ensure that everything that they do is 100% legal. There's still countries they don't pay in and can't pay in because legally speaking they're not allowed to. It's a very, very, very small list, but I think it's like 4 or 5 countries at this point in time. But they pay in more countries than any company I'm aware of. And their background checks, I'm actually kind of surprised to hear that someone in South Africa, I think it was Jocko, was saying that he got his card already within 3 weeks' time. That's great to hear, because that's very encouraging news for us, because actually that's one of the countries that it can take a little bit longer. So it might take as much as, I was told 20 to 25 days is the typical turnaround. So apparently they're really following through on that and coming through. But they as a company have done a fantastic job of keeping themselves incredibly above board legally, and they do a much, much better job than anybody else I'm aware of, which is why some of these background checks take a little bit longer, and sometimes it takes a little longer to actually get the card. But that's a big part of why we're teaming up with them. We want to be a bulletproof company from every single angle, and that's why we started working with Payoneer. So that's my little miniature summary, and as far as the specifics on it, I know they've got them posted on the site if you want to read it.
Cool. Jenny, can new members sign up for both now, or is it new matrix for existing TFT members only? No, Jenny. New members can sign up for both now. Absolutely.
One thing I want to make clear is we'll never commingle these. You won't be able to, buy one package that includes both. We want to make sure that always and forever our membership is $9.95. In order to become a That Free Thing member, $9.95 a month. That's your membership. That pays the bills. Then if you want that upgrade, great. Get into that upgrade. Be a part of that program. We're coming out with other upgrades in the future, or we're planning to, but there'll never be a super whammy package that's being charged one fee. You'll always have that $9.95 fee. So if you want to cancel out of the $19.95, you don't want to use a blog network anymore, it doesn't cancel your That Free Thing membership. And we want to make sure that that's the case for everything, so that people don't get commingled in 5 different packages in 2-3 years from now, or whatever it is, and then one out of 2 or 3. So they'll always kind of be just these separate, different pods. So that's how you have to approach it: is come join That Free Thing. It's $39, $9.95 a month, and then there's so many good umbrella opportunities that they've put together for income opportunities. So that's really kind of the gist of the pitch.
I like it. Roel, with Payoneer, is there a fee for purchases with the card? Go through and read it, because there are some different things for international and domestic. Whether it be if you go to an ATM or you purchase from a store, there's a lot of different. There's nothing major, but there are some small fees that I saw. Or was I wrong about that, fellas?
Debit purchases, almost always no. There's no fee on those. However, for ATM withdrawals, there definitely is a fee. This is really cool, though. If you guys didn't know this, the limit on ATM withdrawals with these guys is ridiculous. In some countries, it's up to like $8,000 a day that you can pull from ATMs. It's there's a fee attached to that, obviously, and there will be usually a fee charged by the actual ATM itself as well. But for those of you who are making big money in TFT and need to pull out a lot of cash, your withdrawal limit on this is way higher than anybody I've ever heard of. And then in America, I think it's $1,000 a day, which is ridiculously high as well, because in America most ATM debit cards will only allow you to pull out like, I think, max 500 a day. Generally it's even lower than that, more like 200 or 300 a day. So they have really nice limits on that, but there's no fees for using it, generally speaking, as a debit card, and then there are fees when you pull stuff out of the ATM.
Right. Well, I know Frank has a Payoneer card with other companies, and he can pull out in Thailand $2,500 a day. So yeah, it's big, and it's like that all over the world. Absolutely. Dawn, if we have money still sitting in our TFT bank, does that money go on the Payoneer card? If you request, well, when you request it out, then yes, it would go on your Payoneer card. So yeah, absolutely. Don, guys, great job as always, but drink some beer on Sunday and enjoy the Super Bowl. Take a day off. I will be hanging out with a bunch of really cool people over at the Aria here in Vegas at a big Super Bowl party. So absolutely, Don. Tyrone, will the website change and will business cards be added or updated?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the big things we're going to be doing is a lot of marketing tool enhancement as well. Business cards, yep, but mainly not just for the blog network. We're not doing this for the blog network. We really want to promote daily deals better. We really want to give you massive tools. Right now you have a brochure or 2 brochures, I guess. So yes, and again, this kind of rolls into the same realm of, man, we're still building the car. We're still putting the engine on. We're bolting on a lot of stuff. The paint job is coming soon. I promise you guys. The flames will be painted on, and we'll be tricking it out really good, and you'll love the new marketing tools and everything we got going on. But let us continue to build this engine, and we apologize because the engine keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But we're, like I said, we're getting to the end of the road on this, and then we can focus on the mass marketing. So can't wait for that.
Yep. Thomas, I may have misunderstood you, but did you say that the merchant service is on hold until the blog network is launched? Well, it's not really on hold. We're still working on it, but because there's so much going on, it's not launching before the blog network. Also, Matt, you mentioned the last time that you were on that the call center was going to try and commit the vendors to a 3-year contract. What if they're already committed to a contract? Will you be doing the follow-up and still close the deal? Thomas, absolutely. And that's why we're working with some other people that have a lot of merchant services experience, because somebody being locked into a contract is just another objection to overcome, and there's lots of ways around all of those different things. So yeah, we're going to be having all of that. Faux show. Helen, so you are saying if I don't have a subject to write on my blog that you'll be writing on my blog? We will have content that you can add to your blog, Helen. So like we'll have different subjects that you can choose things that you want to be on your blog, and without having to write 5 or 6 paragraphs, you'll be able to click, 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 and 5 or 6 paragraphs will appear for you. So yeah, you don't have to be a content writer to have really good content on your blog, which is great news for you and me, to be honest with you. Sonny, wish we could get training on all of this at home office. Some of us older folks barely know what a blog is. Physical hands-on training would be fabulous. Well, Sonny, the cool thing about this is that because of having Jason, who's on here right now, and Troy, they'll be able to show you all of this stuff, which is really hands-on training. There's going to be no difference than if you're looking at their screen on here and they're showing you how to do stuff than if you were standing over their shoulder looking at their screen. It's really the exact same thing. And so, yeah, you don't have to worry about the training side of things. That is going to be way covered with this. Susan, will it be Mac compatible? I'm pretty sure 100% it's Mac compatible, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And coming back to the last question, we will be setting up some in-person training sessions. We're working on the details behind that, but we actually have a pretty sick little connection that's going to allow us to hold a lot more in-person training than we ever did before. So that's going to be, you'll see a lot more of that happening within the next 2 to 3 months as we get this thing launched and rolled out.
Cool. Gilla, will the Twitter and Facebook plugins be available March 1st so we can post the daily deals on our Facebook and Twitter accounts? Fellas?
Matt, sorry about that. Yes, so absolutely, we're intertwining good with not only Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, but the cool thing about WordPress in general is they have really good plugins, and I played with a bunch of them. I know Jason and Troy use a bunch of them, so yeah, absolutely. We'll have good integration there, and it'll be. I mean, it's not something we need to create. It's just something that we need to push. And one of the things too, let me just mention this generically. It's really cool, this platform that we have, because it's like we have a master account that we can give you plugins. So basically, in your plugin section, you don't need to go and try and find all the plugins we talk about. You'll have them all. You'll have, we like this plugin, we recommend this, use this. You know, anytime we come out with something new, bam, it's back there. A new theme's back there. A new plug. I mean, there's so much cool stuff that we can do as an admin to help you market, to help you use the proper SEO techniques, to help you use, you know, just the best tools available, whether we're customizing them, whether we're building them ourselves, or whether they're already out there for you to use. We can put them in front of you easily. So training, you know, stuff like that, if you're worried about being able to, you know, effectively use this blog, we're going to make it very easy for you, to the point where you don't have to do much, but if you're willing to dive in and want to learn, you can learn quick and use the proper tools to make it happen. So yes, all that stuff, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you know, LinkedIn. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that you can reach out with, your own other blogs. I mean, bunch of stuff.
Cool. All right. Just so you guys know, everybody on here, we still have 124 people on here. Originally, like, the most we had was 183, so we got a lot of people on here tonight. We still have a ton of questions, and this webinar has been going on for 2 hours. So if I don't mention your name and ask your questions because we already answered it, and I'm going to try to go through these fast so we don't keep everybody on here all night long. And I know you guys are super excited, and basically everything on here is positive, and I know we're all pumped about it. So let's run through this. Okay, Suzanne, yes, one-stop shop is the right word, and with lots of fun. Tutorial for members is crucial, and we're going to have, like I said, lots of training. Royal Group, how does compensation work in the 2x14? If members do not upgrade, do we continue to get paid from them in the, it's actually 3x8 matrix? Absolutely, you'll still get paid for them in the 3x8. Gloria, when signing up for Payoneer, can we sign up for direct deposit at the time, and will there be fees for direct deposit? I think it's something minimal, a couple dollars, probably the same as Global Exchange. I don't think it's much different, is it, fellas?
It's very similar. The main thing is you're given a little flexibility unlike what you had before. You can choose to do a direct. First of all, we did get direct deposit set up. Just happened either yesterday or the day before. So that just went live for those of you who have been kind of complaining that there was only the debit card option. That's been fixed. It's there now. Secondly, the fees for it are a little more flexible. Actually, before it was just $2 regardless when you were working with Global Exchange / Payolution. And now it's actually either $1 or $2, depending on how fast you want the money. If you want it immediately, which I believe it posts to your account same day, then it's $2. If you don't care and you're not in a big rush for it, then it's $1. And I think it posts within 2 business days or something like that. I don't remember the exact specifics of it. So it's kind of nice. You got some flexibility there, and it's even a little bit cheaper.
Cool. Francis, well, Frank from North Carolina. Let's see, it's $1 plus $9.95 and $19.95 every month, and also receive a vacation certificate each month. Is that correct? If you're a freeloader from 2011 and had never joined before, it would be $1 plus $19.95 to join, so it'd be $20.95 to join, and then ongoing monthly, it will be $9.95 a month for that free thing, and $19.95 a month for the blog network, and yes, you'll be receiving a different vacation cert every month. Gene, if a person is only a direct customer, can they also purchase the blog
hey, Russ,
as a direct
one
customer?
second. Mm-hmm. Hey, Russ, let's back up 1 second. You missed out on the fact that they also have to buy their first month's membership with TFT for $9.95. So it's those three things tied together.
Okay,
so it's actually, yeah, so you're looking at a total investment of basically $30, $31, somewhere around there. is what it boils down to, which is still cheaper than your first month with just TFT would have been anyhow. So that's the deal there. Just wanted to make that clear.
Cool. Right. No, perfect. I didn't realize that. That's perfect. Cool. Gene, if a person is only a direct customer, can they also purchase the blog as a direct customer? Gene, we have a total of maybe, how many customers, fellas? 20?
No,
I know
actually,
it's between 10 and I know it's
no,
between
no.
10 and 30.
No, we have actually we have over 100 now. We have 106, I think.
Customers?
Yeah.
Wow. So, can those people join the blog network if they wanted to?
Not right now. Maybe we might have a customer option, but not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Dallas, will there be training for us low tech such as webinars? Lots of them, Dallas. ED, I am on the expired list. How do we reactivate? The system does not recognize my old username. For that, if it's not recognizing your old username, send in an email to support and we'll figure something out to get you activated back up again.
Put your username in the freeloader email box too. That should allow you to get in there.
Okay.
So basically,
also,
you can.
When you send an email, make sure you tell them what email address you signed up with.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's the same one that you signed up with because they can always track down your username based on that.
Yep. So just so to clarify, if you have expired members or you're an expired member, you can log in both, but not the username password. Put your username in the email field or your email in the email field. And now, and I don't think, this is one of the things that just kind of got lost in the shuffle, but we have a forgot your password, forgot your username. Click that, and then you can request your username or password. So you should be able to handle it right now or on your own, but if not, contact our support and we'll help you out.
Yep. Suzanne, yes, we will have tutorials for beginners. Well, trainings, really. David, when does the blog WordPress training start? That'll start after March 1st because that's when we're launching it, because we can't really teach you how to use it ahead of time. We need you to have hands-on training. So you can be watching a webinar on half your screen and have your blog open on the other screen and be doing the stuff that they're teaching you how to do, so you're actually getting hands-on training. So that'll be after March 1st, as soon as we launch it. Helen, on the subject of business cards, there are some companies that print on both sides of the card. So will you offer a double-sided business card where we can promote our blog and on the other side of our TFT? The same for TFT and vendor website, two-sided. That's a good idea, Helen. I think I can talk the guys into maybe doing something with that. I think it's Ernio, something like that, Ernio. I'm 70 years old and WordPress is not that difficult. I just follow the directions, so don't worry. I am not a nerd. Nice. And Ernie, that's very true. A lot of technology is made for things to be really, really simple, and most people don't get into it because they think it's going to be difficult. It's just the perception that it's difficult, and once they start doing it, it's really not. But most people never start because they think that way. So I'm glad you didn't think that way and you started playing with it already. And a lot of other people are going to feel the same way. Tyrone, is TFT cloud-based? Matt?
No, we're not.
The servers are cloud-based. Oh, they're not?
No, we're not.
Sorry.
We're not on a cloud. We're a dedicated, really, really awesome platform, but it's not a cloud. No.
Cool. Bruce, can we post banner ads across the entire blog network? You can do it on your own blog. If you want to do it across the entire blog network, then that's going to be part of the ad network that we're going to be starting with the blog network. So you could, but
yeah, and in fact, one of the cool things we're going to do too is, you'll have, like, let's say like you have I always use this, but let's say you have a pizza shop and you really get this thing humming to the point where you're getting tons and tons of traffic. We'll have a section for you that you can add, a little plug-in or a little contact me type of thing where it's like, would you like your ad to be placed here? Click here. And that's kind of how you initiate an organic ad network, is you get people that want to advertise in those spaces. So we've got a lot of ideas like that. In the beginning, put up your own ads, put up your own stuff. It's kind of going to be like the Wild Wild West. It's do it until we tell you it's not cool, or until we come out with a better solution, more streamlined for everyone. But right now, I mean, this is your own platform that you can run with until we start to tighten up the screws a little. And we won't do it a lot, but we definitely want to make sure that we keep this domain tight and we keep the value high with everything we're doing. So there will be changes in the future, I will tell you that. But right now, I mean, open platform. Let's create as much content as possible. Let's get this thing rocking, and then we'll slowly kind of scale back from there.
Cool. Will the new blog network include a private or shared SSL certificate? From
Yes.
Gary.
Yep.
Yes. All right, cool.
Yep.
Thomas, will vendors who may already have a blog have the ability to migrate their existing blog to our network via FTP?
Probably not via FTP. We might set something up. We don't want to give away that access. There's a lot of holes in FTP that we can't secure fully. We will have a makeshift type of solution. In fact, there are some good plugins out there that kind of duplicate it as well. So, good question. Let me find a solution for that. That's streamlined. But no, you won't have full FTP access, via the network. At least not how I envision it. We might be able to change that and secure it, but right now, no.
Cool. And I just noticed that you guys were doing that on Skype anyways. Jackie, you guys are awesome. A well-deserved vacation is on its way. Free from Seth, of course. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Becky. Phil, yes, the 2x14 matrix is a forced matrix. Correct. Christine, if someone in my downline wants to join the blog network at a later time, will they still be put in my downline even though they will be farther down in the downline? Yes, they will, Christine. Absolutely. Thomas, will there be a brochure for the blog network as a marketing piece for our vendor prospects? I would say yes, but probably not till. Well, I mean, I don't know how soon we'll have it done, but yes, absolutely. You guys are going to see a lot more marketing stuff for sure. Rick, when do you close off the membership to old members who have left? When do we roll up the matrix, i.e. if someone doesn't upgrade, when do we find out if we have moved up? Well, Rick, you would never really find out that you moved up because you can't see who's above you anyways. You can see when people in your downline move up, but you can't see when you move up. But we do that from time to time. We're going to have a lot of new people reactivating into this. So, yeah, tough answer on that because we just do it from time to time. Unless, is it on a clock now? Like after 90 days, people are out of the matrix, or no?
No, and in fact, I'm glad you brought that up because there's something that we've been dealing with. Okay, so instead of clearing everyone out of the matrix, which we normally will do after 90 days, we're giving everyone a chance to reactivate their positions before we do this. Because if they come back, they reactivate their positions, then they can then they can upgrade to the blog network. After March 1st, you're going to start to see that 3x8 matrix trim down because we're going to be consistently taking people out of there on a daily basis as the 60 days go by. But right now, we're not going to take anyone out because we're doing a big, we're actually in the office, we're calling it our Baby Come Back campaign. Baby come back. So once we do this from now till March 1st, we get all the members back who want their original positions. You'll start to see a much cleaner and tighter matrix as we move forward.
Cool. Suzanne, so no qualification for the 1995 other than paying that monthly and be an active TFT member, right? No balancing. Nope, it's not a binary, Suzanne. It's a force matrix.
Force matrix, the same
Yep.
qualifications for the generation, so.
Yep. Bruce, can you make a freeloader emailer from within the members area so I can email once to all 200 plus freeloaders? Bruce, it's already there. If you go into the TFT email section, you'll see the section for sending an email, and you can drop down the list, and it says members and leads. The leads are your freeloaders, and you can absolutely send out an email to all of them. And I'm a freeloader in my own, and I actually sent out an email, and I got that email. And actually, you don't get the email. You get an email saying that you have a message waiting for you in your back office with a link that logs them into their back office so they can see your message that you sent to them. So that's already working right now.
Yep.
Winston, there are people working with 2 positions in TFT. Can they sign up twice in the blog network? Well, again, no one can sign up with their same name and same email twice, but if you have 2 business names or husband and wife, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and actually a lot of people have multiple businesses that they're working in and with different subjects. So it actually might be crucial for you to sign up more than once because you're going to need to keep your blogs separate. So just like any other product in this particular case, it might actually be of advantage to you to sign up more than once if you have different subjects that you need to keep clear of each other and you want to blog about different things, then yeah, I would recommend doing that.
Cool. Sonny, where and how do we sign up? After Monday, through your back office.
On Monday, in your back office, and something we did not mention is the usernames are a free-for-all. And obviously you can't have the same username as someone else. You're not going to roll over the same username. So it will be a land grab at the beginning. So make sure you're ready on Monday to grab your pizza shop or whatever it is your business may be. Grab your username. So it will be a separate username, just to let you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it won't be automatically your original user. You can make it your same, but we're not limiting you to making it your username.
Gotcha. Cool. Jackie, just curious. I joined 2 of the campaigns, got 1,600 hits and 4 freeloaders. Are there going to be new messages sent out on the blog network as well as TFT? Like I said the other night in the webinar, that co-op is not finished. That's just the beginning of it, and you're going to see more action there. I don't know if we'll actually promote the blog network directly because they have to sign up in TFT first, but probably just TFT. I don't know that we'll actually send out promotions on the blog network to get you new freeloaders starting out because they do have to join that free thing. So just so you know, but yeah, that's still running. Christine, if you fill the matrix or blog network totally full, then can you start a second one? Christine, you fill up an entire 2x14 forced matrix. I personally am going to do something very special for you. That's not an easy feat. A lot of people think that, you know, when you're building and you sign up 20, 30, 40, 50 people and they sign up some people and they sign up some people, that it's just going to fill row by row by row. It doesn't. It really looks like icicles. You're never going to have a row just going straight across completely filled. It literally will look like icicles hanging down. You're going to get these stringer and runner legs. I mean, basically everybody knows I'm at the top of the matrix, and just so you guys understand that, like, there's one group over here that's on my 12th generation, and there's 1,000 people down there, and another one over here that's on my 15th generation, and there's 1,000 people down there. This thing grows like icicles all over the place, so it's really tough to fill an entire matrix. If you do it, that's awesome. It's possible. But the whole thing is with you know, can you start a new one? Sure you can. You can do whatever you want. That's up to you. You'd have to do it in a new business name, but you could absolutely do it. Me personally, I wouldn't. I would just keep sponsoring people and let them fall down on my 15th level below that 14th level, because it's really all about the matching bonuses. And I just let those matching bonuses go up and up and up and up and up, because by starting a new matrix, you're only giving spillover to the 14 people that are above that one spot, where if you continually sponsor people along that 15th level, every time you sponsor a new person, 14 people above that person just got spillover, and another 14 people would get it on the next one, and another 14 people would get it on the next one, and another 14 people would get it on the next one, because you're filling across that 15th level there. And you're getting matching bonuses on all of them, so there's nothing wrong with just continuing to fill and fill and fill and not actually starting a new spot. That's my personal opinion. Leroy, I thought you were not using the term freeloader. Free member, sorry, anymore. It is really a demeaning term. No, it's not. It's meant to be nice. If it was
cheeky.
me, I wouldn't want to be thought as a freeloader. You stated the term was going to be changed, free member, and we've changed it to free member basically all over the site. And you're right. We said we were going to change it, so we need to be consistent. So yeah,
You know,
right.
but to be honest with you, Leroy, we've had thousands of people tell us they love it, and 1 or 2 or 3 tell us they don't. So it's kind of one of those things where most people really, really like it and they think it's cute. I know that you feel it's demeaning. Almost nobody feels that way with you. I apologize for saying that, but most people really, really like it. They thought it was really cute and cheeky and fun, and that's been the feedback we've received. And we have literally thousands of emails to back that up. So.
Yep. Okay. Thomas, explain what happens when I sign up for 5 blogs. How does the money flow? One position and revenue is placed on the individual in the matrix. Well, I believe now, guys, explain this to me. Somebody signs up for a blog and they want to have one on, let's say, playing pool, and another one on science, and another one on MLM training. Can we get multiple pages, or we get one blog and that's it? If we want to have multiple blogs, we have to sign up for multiple positions, or how's that going to work exactly?
Well, first off, yeah, I mean, any blog, if you want it to be successful, needs to stay on one subject. And the reason why is because you're only going to draw traffic from people that are looking for something specific, and Google will actually kind of give you negative points if you're talking about basketball one day, and then, I mean, if it's a sports blog, an all sports blog, and you're talking golf one day and basketball the next, and then football the next, okay, that's one thing because you've got all your sports in one place. But if you're talking about basketball one day and then a health drink the next, and then how to remodel your house the day after that, well, you're going to be better suited separating those subjects out, because Google will rank them accordingly. If somebody's looking for great advice on how to repair their house, and your blog is all about every single detail of plumbing, electricity, painting, etc., well then of course it's going to be given more weight by Google, and the results will in fact show that when people are doing a search for how to do fixer-uppers on the house. And by the way, I want to say this, Russ. Matt and I are going to take just 2 more questions, and then if you want to run with it and take more questions, you're welcome to. But Matt and I are going to close out for the night. We have a lot more work on our plate after we get off of this, so we need to get back to work and get back on it. So just to answer that question, I would recommend keeping the subjects separated. If you want multiple blogs on multiple subjects, I'd recommend separating them out and signing up several times.
Cool. Let's see here. So, but do people have to pay for separate blogs, or is it just one?
They would pay for separate blogs in that case if they were going to do that.
Okay, so
there might be deals in the future, but right now we're limiting it to one blog per member.
Okay, so if somebody wanted multiple ones, would they have to sign up in TFT twice and then in Blog Network twice, or would they get them multiple, but that person would have like double or triple the volume on them? How are we going to do that, or we haven't thought about that yet?
No, actually, you only need to be a TFT member once.
Okay, got it. All right, so we'll figure all that out and get all the specific details later for that, Thomas, because we know there will be some people that want multiple ones. We'll figure out exact details and get that out to everybody. Yes, you can pay for it with your current commissions, Anthony. Yes. Members take advantage of the dollar must agree to join $19.95 a month. Yes, and $9.95 a month, both of them, Suzanne. Do people sign up TFT and the blog? Yes, they have to be in TFT to get the blog, Dallas. Leroy, I don't understand a lot of what you're talking about. Where can I go to learn the terms and ideas you're referring to? You can actually go to WordPress and do a little research on WordPress, Leroy, and we have a lot of other things that we'll be adding with that, but just check out WordPress and you can learn a lot from there. Gilla, can we pay forward for those freeloader old timers? Yes, you can. David, will our URL on the blog be blognetwork.com/username? Yes. Where the username is our current TFT? No, you're going to have to get a new username, but as long as your current one is still available, you can get that one. We'll be selecting a new username. Okay. Douglas, do we have to get them to sign off on the spot that they do not intend to take action on? How do we get permission from you to do that? Actually, if they don't take action, Douglas, you know their email address because it's in your back office. They're your freeloader, and we look at that as that's your spot. They have not taken advantage of it, and you promoted it. They're there. If you want to sign it with their email address and change the email address, you go right ahead. We look at it as that's yours. They never paid a dime to join, so no problem.
All right, Russ, I think, do you have any questions for me and Matt? If not, we're going to drop
I don't know.
off.
I'm just going down one by one.
Well, I tell you what, then. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and close out, and we'll say our goodbyes here and let you finish out by answering, because I know a lot of people like to stay on these and get every single little question answered. So we love about you, Russ, because you always do that. It's awesome of you to do that. Appreciate you doing it. And I want to say, obviously, thanks to Matt for hopping on and giving awesome information today. Thanks to everybody that joined us on the webinar today. I feel like this is not just a fresh beginning, but a much, much, much bigger, much larger beginning than ever before, and it's going to get crazy. So if you haven't really thought this through, it's time to get on the phone as soon as you get off this deal, or first thing in the morning, or whatever you need to do. Start calling your team and getting them reactivated. So I want to thank everybody for allowing us to chat about it and for such great questions. You had some really fantastic questions tonight, and for having such a great core, dedicated group of people in TFT, because you guys are really working your tails off, and we really appreciate it. Matt, did you want to close with anything?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys. I mean, it's been fun. It's been a crazy ride. We're not even a year old. Our year anniversary is going to be probably the biggest thing that we ever do. Or I shouldn't say that. Sorry, the biggest thing that we do to date. I'm so excited that we've created this culture. We've created this team. We have a lot of people that are going to come back, take action. We're gonna make some big time noise here over the next 24 days and then beyond when we come out with these tools. This is kind of like the prep up for a massive launch. So make sure that you guys do your best to get your freeloaders, to get your expired members, to get your current members to understand what is about to happen here. Look at it. Go over all the facts, check out their timestamps, and really break this down, because I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of people that miss out on some big-time money and big-time opportunity because they just don't know. They're not willing to show up to a webinar like this and stay on and really get the ins and outs. I mean, they're not as motivated as you guys on the line. So share it. Be a leader. Go out there. Make sure that everyone understands what's about to happen here, because it's going to be great. And we're excited to make it happen. So thanks, guys, for getting on tonight. We will be on again soon, and like I said, Seth and I will be doing a lot of little snippets here and there, because we are knowledgeable enough to know that we're creating tons and tons of stuff and hitting you guys with fire hoses every time we come on here. So we're looking forward to you being able to take snippets, share videos, and really take it and make it your own, because that's what it's all about, is making this blog network your own. So thanks a lot, guys. Russ, I don't know if you're going to stay on here or not. If not, we can call it and get everyone going on the next webinar.
Actually, I'll stay on here for a few minutes just to try and finish up a few things, but it shouldn't take me very long. Hello, hello. I wonder if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you, Russ. You can grab the presenter control
right
there if you'd like and run with it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Hang on. Give me a second here. Hang on a second. Bam. Alrighty, there we go. All right, let me pop these questions out again so I can see them all. Give me a second here, everybody. And I will finish running through these questions as best as I can. So, all right, fellas, hey, we'll see you guys later. All right, Jim.
Thanks, Russ.
If I get a, hey,
you, Russ.
you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Get to work. All right, if I get a freeloader spot, can I put someone in that I haven't signed up yet? Yes, you can, Jim. Thomas, is there a fast start bonus for the blog network after March Madness? No, there's not, Thomas. The whole 1995 all runs through the matrix and matching bonuses. It's not like TFT where it's $40 first month and then $9.95 a month. We're not doing that. It's just 1995 period. So everything rolls through the matrix and matching bonuses. Well, moving forward, when we sign people up, will they have the option of $39.95 or $19.95? No, actually, after March 1st, it'll be, well, actually, it's like that right now for a new person you introduce. It's $39.95 to join TFT, and then if they want to upgrade to the $19.95 blog, they can. So it's not an either or. They have to join TFT first. Oh, Robert is not on here anymore, but he says he has received over $7,000 worth of free things. Wow, that's awesome. Douglas, how do we not have a negative fallout from that? From what? Perhaps a couple of days after deadline, a leader could choose to activate a position not acted upon. Yeah, but if somebody's been a freeloader for months and months and months and months, I'm sorry, a free member, apologize. Somebody's been a free member for months and months and months and months and months and they haven't done anything, kind of on them. And we're going to be promoting to them, so they're going to have a chance. I don't think anybody's just going to start taking spots, you know, in 4 seconds flat. So I think we're pretty safe on that. Bruce, how are you going to handle differentiation of blog post domain names with your own content posts? Bruce, you just missed it with those guys. I have no clue. We'll cover that on a different webinar. Tyrone, so based on timing and action getting into the blog network, can you get paid on people who were not in your 3x8 but are in the 2x14? Absolutely, Tyrone, and let me kind of explain that real quick. All right, so if we look here at the 3x8 matrix, and let's look at this, and again, please, everybody, don't expect spillover, create it. But let's go through this anyways. If you guys look at this, it goes 3, 9, 27, 81 as far as the structure. So on your 5th level, you have 243 people going across on your 5th level, 729 going across on your 6th level. In a 2x matrix, you would have 2 on your 1st level, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, and then 64. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. So if you look at this comparatively, right here, where normally your 6th level would have 729 across, now there's only 64 across. So you're taking a matrix that looked like this and packing it into a matrix that looks like that. So yes, more spillover will be created for people, but again, we can't promise who's going to get it and who's not going to get it. There's no way to tell that. Will more people get spillover? Absolutely they will. They have to. It's impossible not to. But again, we can't promise who exactly. So we don't want to go promising anybody anything, but you can see how the whole structure works, though. I signed up as a freeloader with my business name last year. I changed my business name to a new one. Can I use the name to upgrade? Yes, you can. Christine, I need to clarify my query about the merchant account. What will the percentage of the daily deal be? Currently it's 60-40, but will it be greater percentage for the vendor if they sign up for the merchant account? I believe we're going to give them 100% if they sign up for the merchant account. But you'll be getting that override on the merchant account, so you'll be good to go. But that's not in stone, but it's in soft lava. That's hardening fast. Let's see here, Simon. Are you talking about March Rate Plus or Match Rate Plus? I don't know what you mean by Match Rate Plus, Simon. I don't know what you mean. Keep the username you get from the spot free letters. Helen, am I understanding this right? That if I can't get very many people to join the blog, you will help me get people under me. Well, Helen, it's not like I'm going to make phone calls for you and sign people up for you. I can't do that for everybody. It's not possible. What I am saying is that we're going to have trainings and show you how to use your blog to help you to advertise, to help you find people. So we're going to train you. We're not going to do it for you, but we will train you. And the number one thing is taking action. And if you take action, what we show you how to do, it's basically impossible to fail. These are strategies and things that people are using right now to get signups. They work. So as long as you follow the steps, it's almost impossible to fail. It's just, you know, listening to a webinar and learning how to do something, but then not actually doing it. I can't help someone like that. But if you're doing what you're being taught, it's almost impossible not to have success. I really have to hand it to you guys. Great work. Thank you, Jacob. Christine, thank you for all that you guys are doing. We really appreciate you and all of your efforts and creativity to continue to upgrade our options. Thank you, Christine. Come on, how do we take advantage of the assignment? Are we going to be able to add video to a blog post? I believe the answer would be yes to that, Simon, that you will be able to add video to it. Bruce, hotel stays, yes, one can book one stay and another person can book another, but you won't be able to specify the hotel name, so you might get lucky and then get back-to-back, but you might have to switch hotels, not just rooms. If there's only one hotel available in that city or location, it might require a room change, but it could literally be separate hotels. I sent you my search last year to look at. I know the company well. Cool, right on. Let's see. Thomas, for information, you may want to take a look at daily deals. Seems to be a glitch. Yeah, now you say it, Thomas. Bruce, is there an app for that yet? Is there an app for what yet, Bruce? AJ, the training is going to Vital because I know 10 about blogging. And for example, I never heard of WordPress. You've never heard of WordPress? In blogging, that's amazing. WordPress is like the biggest web design thing for blogs out there. That's amazing. I mean, I'm not a blogger and I've heard of WordPress. But yeah, we'll have a lot of very basic training, that's for sure. Judah, thank you very much. Seth, Matt, and Russ, what a great webinar today. With excellent information, I'm so excited to be part of TFT. Thank you for your great work. Judah, thank you for your great work. You're awesome. Leah, thank you. I already have a Payoneer card. It only took me 2 minutes to add TFT. It's like banking heaven. Right on, Leah. Jenny, I signed up with Freebie Force 2010, changed to the free thing 2011, which I rejoined in the beginning, pre-launch, but only have small downline and a new matrix. Will my downline increase? Like I just explained on here, it very possibly could because it's a lot more targeted, like it's a much skinnier matrix, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 215, you know, all that. So it doesn't spread it out as fast, so it's very possible, but again, can't make any promises there, Jenny. Yes, Jacob, free vacation every month. You're welcome, Helen, thank you. Will that be a video will what be a video email? Yes, we have video email, but I mean, we'll have stuff in video email all the time. We'll always be adding new stuff. Bruce said live webcam from offices would worldwide. Good idea to stream onto the blog. Yeah, it's possible. It's funny. Robert like had all these things on here, and I never skipped him one time. And he's had like 9 things on here. Do you see the possibility to have Payoneer for a company, entity, just personal name? How do I clear the message? Attention, Bruce Nelkin, your commissions are being held. Last withdrawal request has been reversed because we do not have valid tax information from you for 2011. You earned more than 600. An email has already been sent to you with further instructions since I got a phone call to clear that up last week. Good question, Bruce. I wish you would have asked the guys, or I wish I would have got to that before the guys left. Just send an email into them, and Gabe or Mike or Zach will handle that. But they'll get you taken care of. You know that. Thomas, will plugins for Blog Network be multilingual as well? I don't know, Thomas. That's a question for them. Sorry. Helen, I'm so excited. This is going to be huge. Thanks, all of you. Absolutely, Helen. Okay, Russ, I know where I stand now. Robert, and you're not even on here. I can't even believe I'm responding. You're not on here. Jacob, what is the mobile site address? The mobile site address is mobile.thatfreething.com. Mobile.thatfreething.com. Is the original email marketing working? Is this it? 6-7 email lead? If yes, I've only had. I don't understand that. Well, Lee's not here anyways. As for pay it forward, can I load money on my card? That would. AJ, I don't understand the question. You're still on here. I don't understand the question. As for pay it forward, can I load money on my card? That would. I don't know what you mean. Send that to me again. Bruce, is it beneficial to sign up new people right now into the 3x8 and 2x14, or wait till after March 1st? Bruce, always be signing new people up into the 3x8 and the 2x14. Absolutely. Definitely we want new people. Christine, if we want to blog on several different topics, do we do different blogs, one for each topic, or is just one long-running commentary day after day? Well, the guys were saying yes, do get different ones. So we'll figure out more specifics on that. Or can I put blogs about the same topic over a period of days into folders so that people who are interested in only a particular topic can find all those blogs? Well, the guys were saying we should definitely be using separate blogs. So, like I said, we'll figure out, more details on that here very soon about getting multiple blogs set up. Vic, I did not make myself clear. I paid $39 to be able to enroll vendors. Okay, gotcha. However, I'm not up to date with the $9.95 monthly. Shouldn't I just be able to upgrade with $1 to get into the blog network? Actually, Vic, no. The dollar, you don't need to pay the dollar basically. You're saving $1 basically. All you have to do is get active on the $9.95 monthly again, and you can enroll in the blog network on Monday. You don't need to pay that $1. That $1 is for new people that had enrolled as a free member in 2011 only, and they can pay $1, pay the $9.95 monthly and the $19.95 monthly for TFT and the blog network, but they don't have to pay the full $39.95 to join. They're basically just paying the monthly for the two plus $1. So you don't have to pay that $1. Andrew, will we ever be able to market the blog network on the front end? Very possibly, Andrew, but I think the guys definitely want everybody to be a member of TFT first and not have these as separate, make it as one big entity, and make sure that everybody's coming in through TFT. So I doubt it, but possibly, but I doubt it. Andrew, is there a blog network vacation voucher for Australia? I'm sure they're going to have them all over the world, actually. Camille, Seth, Matt, and Russ are like the Super Bowl of affiliate social marketing. Well, thank you, Camille. Helen, you mentioned that we can upgrade to the 1995 for the blog now, so where is it on the back office to join, or is it? No, not till Monday. On Monday it will come up, Helen. Christine, for Payoneer, can we switch from the debit card to direct deposit into a bank account or vice versa at times if we want to? Yes. For example, if I do direct deposit, yes, you can. Yes. Hey, Eddie. I want to know if I sign in at blognetwork.com. Not till March 1st, Eduardo. Do I get a lot of customers to sign into my website? We'd love you to get a lot of customers to sign into your website, and we're going to try and teach you how to get a lot of customers to sign into your website. Absolutely. Gilla, yes, Jason is still in Cali. Christine, can people who read our blog add their own comments or their writing to our blog? Yes. If so, can we see it first before it goes live and get rid of it if it is not acceptable material? I believe you'll be alerted every time a message goes on there. And I don't know if you'll have controls to approve it first before it goes up. I don't know. Vic, unsolicited advice. Me. Okay, I've heard of that actually. Jackie, A. Seth, if you purchase the car and put that free thing advertised on it, I'd be more than happy to drive it all over. Legal thief in action. Have a great night. Thanks, guys. That's awesome, Jackie. Suzanne, direct deposit can be done simultaneously when you set up the account. Yes. Lowell, how you doing, Lowell? Can we add our own autoresponder form in the blog? Lowell, I'm not positive about that. I don't know. We'll have to find that one out later, but I'm not sure about that. I would think so, but I'm not sure. Sharon, I just upgraded, only paid $1. When can I purchase the blog network? On Monday, Sharon. Monday's when we're starting that. David, if you ban everyone from using another TFT member's username for their blog's username, or will you ban everyone from using another TFT member's username for their blog's username? They were saying it's a whole separate system, so there's no way for us to do that. There's no way for us to tell. It's almost like a whole new sign-up, a whole new company, even though they're both attached. The two systems don't talk back and forth, so we can't stop anybody. Now, if you're a big leader, you have you're somebody who already has your 25 personally sponsored, you're at the top of the comp plan. We might, if somebody took your username, we might go ahead and make them change it, but there's no way for us to really stop it. But I doubt anybody's going to. I think everybody's going to want their same username. Suzanne, can one keep the TFT username as the blog name also? What I'm asking is TFT username will be permanent so people cannot choose my username. No, Suzanne, we just covered that, so you know. Bruce, just got this. Congratulations. One of your free members has just upgraded their account to become a paying member of TFT. Right on, Bruce. That's awesome. That is cool. Then someone just said, yes, yes, yes. Can hear you. Hear you fine, Russ. Right on. Christine, you have talked about doing a separate blog for separate topics. I have two main topics I would like to blog about, so how do I register on Monday both usernames that I would like to use? Christine, good question. We will be talking about that this weekend to get that figured out. David, when do the viral gates open for the username rush? This will make the Oklahoma Land Rush look like a church social. David, it'll all be happening on Monday. Helen, where do I find that example of the matrix you just used? It's not up yet, Helen. It's not up yet. Suzanne, if we sign up on Monday, do we have to start paying $19.95, or the $19.95 will be taken from our account in March when it officially opens? Actually, Suzanne, it'll be now because you're locking in your username and getting everything locked in. And here's the thing. If we said, okay, we're not charging you till March, we'd have a bunch of people put in credit card information, and people might think that they locked in their spot, but they haven't paid for anything. Then we go to run their card doesn't go through, they're not locked into nothing, and they have no chance to get themselves upgraded because March 1st, Matrix gets loaded. And if we tried to charge people's cards on March 1st and load it at the same time, be a lot of people that wouldn't get through. And so we got to start locking them in now with the $19.95. Helen, I heard you said that you will be placing people under us. No one ever said we'll be placing people underneath of anybody, Helen. So I thought you'd be placing people. It was stated we have millions and millions of people. That is why I had the question. I will be doing my best to promote this business. I think it is great. Yes, Helen, it is awesome. No, right now we have 600,000 free members. But it takes people to upgrade and pay. We never said we had millions of people that we're going to be placing underneath of you. I don't know where you heard that stated. It never came out of my mouth, that's for sure. And I doubt Matt or Seth said that. But could you get spillover? Yes. But again, we can't ever guarantee anything because it's just not possible to. Coleman, thanks Seth, Matt, Russ. This is amazing. Really appreciate everything you guys do to support us all moving forward. Right on. Helen, on the video email question, I can't remember who said that they mentioned something about a camera. So I was wondering if the updates will be given us short updates by video email. Oh, yeah, Matt might do video email updates instead of just written updates. They might do some video email updates also. Yes, he did say that. How do you sign up for direct deposits? Right through your back office, Roel. You'll see it in there. Just click on it, and it'll walk you right through it. David, if my niece wanted to take over my daughter's free membership to use the dollar offer, which my daughter would agree to, as she can always rejoin as a free member, how would she do this? Change email, name? Yes, just log in to the free member login spot, and then change the email, and you guys can upgrade it for the dollar. Absolutely. Christine, thank you so much for staying on here to answer our questions. There's a lot to learn, and we appreciate your time and efforts to help us all understand this. I'm new to blogging, as you can see. Christine, so am I. And Gary, yes, you can approve or reject comments before they appear on your blog, and yes, you will be able to add your own autoresponder if you have the HTML code. Awesome, Gary. Thank you. Christine, sorry, one more question. Should the blog username be our name or the name of the topic that we're talking about? Christine, really that's your choice. You can pick whatever you want to. And that's actually a really good idea. I mean, people that have blognetwork.com/basketball or blognetwork.com/football or /NFL, I mean, those could be some really popular blogs. So that will be a serious land grab for those names, absolutely. Helen, sorry, I guess I am tired. I have been on this call since 9 p.m. and it's almost 12 midnight. Too much information, I'm getting confused. Right on, Helen. Well, Helen, here's the good news. That was the last one. So, all right, everybody. Hey, great webinar. This was a 3-hour webinar. Absolutely amazing. So, hey, you guys are great. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Keep up the great work. And we will be seeing everybody next week on the webinars. Don't miss them. And here we go. His direct deposit through Payoneer. Yes, it is. And everybody, thank you so much. And you guys are absolutely awesome. And yes, it's really 1 a.m. there, Stuart. And hey, you guys keep it up. And we'll see you guys next week. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And we're going to have some fun.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.